up your box.
Where's the error? I'm used to seeing an error by now. Where the hell is my error? Says I've been live for 14 seconds. Where the hell is my error?
That should have been the title of the stream. According to the YouTube, you are on. You are on.
Well,
you
YouTube, if I'm online, if I'm streaming right now, then where the hell is the error? There are things I expect. Consistency.
Oh, God.
You expect for things to go wrong, and when they don't, you are very, very upset.
Cross.
Indeed.
Hello, audience.
So, hello World Wide Web. I'm Decker Shadow, the internet personality with the best hair, and welcome to Live and Wired, episode 64. My title. Because... it's been one of them... existences. So, joining... As always, we have that long-haired, creepy guy. And his lovely, lovely legs. Shin Kong says, it's Decker, the internet personality that needs to wear his glasses more so he can see.
Yes. Thank you.
I can always squint really hard.
I was about to say, I'm squinting. I can squint as well. We're the Squinters United.
And we have, well, your choice. It's a 50-50 chance. You're probably right.
They're not gonna get it right.
Okay, no. We have Cat.
Greetings, foolish mortals. 'Tis I, Cat.
And I'm sorry, there's something bothering me.
The bidet is haunted.
For some reason. In the middle, at the beginning of a broadcast. Yeah. Goodbye. Walking away now.
No, I honestly smell like water. Like leaking water. And it's bothering me. I'm like, I've checked everything. Everything is fine. What's going on? What's that?
Signs of a stroke.
I'm starting to worry that the isolation has begun to make Decker... Like, what's a word for crazy that you...
Cabin fever. It's called cabin fever. It's when you isolated so long you lose your mind. Cabin fever.
Cabin fever.
We've got cabin fever.
We lost what since we had.
Okay, now I don't smell it anymore.
Yep. You're hallucinating smells.
So yeah, in case anyone's wondering, I've lost my goddamn mind. Also, Patricia will not be joining us tonight, unfortunately. Emergencies, things are not going so well. And yes, it's
it's been a week.
Don't know if it's really in my place to say. So
me either.
Same here.
But our thoughts with her. She's okay, just so everyone's not worrying that much about that. Patricia herself is fine and safe and in as good of health as she can be expected to be. Good of spirits as can be reasonably expected.
Mm-hmm.
Decker's doing drugs, says the real Mullins. That would probably help. I've been having a time. Myself. But yeah, so this is kind of a chillax stream this time. We do have some news to talk about, but I am just so trying to keep myself. What's the word I'm looking for here? From rolling around on the floor in a screaming fit of obscenity and babbling.
You're watching the I Spit on Your Grave movies again?
Creepy. I'm smelling it again. Smelling the water again.
Is smelling water a sign of a stroke?
Black Core says, "Hey Decker, I see the kitty thumbnail." I click. Yeah, that was Dobby. He was here. I was trying to get the stream set up relatively quickly, and it was like, okay, copy the last stream's settings to make it semi-faster. And it was like, okay, here's your thumbnail. And it was the same thumbnail as the Stephen King drinking game. I'm like, well, I don't have any alcohol in the house, and we're not watching Pet Sematary again, so this is not going to work out. But in order to change that from the way from that, I had to put in a new thumbnail. So I was like, need a thumbnail. You, cat, picture.
Anyway, Decker, good news.
Oh?
You're not having a stroke.
Oh, well, that's good, but does that mean I have, what is the issue with, why do I smell?
Okay, so
water?
smelling things that aren't there is called a phantosmia. Phantosmia. It can be unpleasant and affect how things taste, but usually isn't serious and may go away within a few weeks to months.
Oh, that is fun. That is
According
fun.
to
That
the
is great.
NHS.
That is lovely.
According to the NHS.
Well, what if it is there? Then it's just called the sense of smell.
Yeah. I'm trying to help.
Did you seriously play a drinking game to Cannibal Holocaust? No. We played a drinking game to Pet Sematary.
That.
Cannibal Holocaust was made into a mobile game, and that was a topic of the Live and Wired before the Stephen King drinking game.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Dang it. Could use a sponsorship. Experiencing a phantasm. That would be something indeed. I think I'm just losing my mind, and I just really probably should have not done Live and Wired tonight, but we're doing it. Because I'm like, the show must go on. Everyone's going to see me lose my mind today.
Welcome to stage whatever it is of the crazy that Jack Nicholson had in The Shinnin.
Was that insanity or was that possession? Wait, has Decker been possessed? Oh, great. I've got to drive all the way out to freaking Texas to perform an exorcism now.
Pick me up. I'm going to help it and or film.
Okay. I never actually thought I would have to do that again.
Cinema Reaper Review says, please do Creepshow for the next drinking game. Creepshow or The Stand. The Stand is a big request. Of course, everyone's saying it will die, and of course it is.
We're gonna die if you do The Stand.
How long is The Stand?
Something like 300 and something minutes. It's like...
That's 6 hours. 5 hours.
It's
5.5 hours
long. It's 5.5, 6 hours long. Yeah, it's a long... Yeah.
Who's that behind me? That's
minutes.
Mimikyu. It's fine. This is the happiest thing in the room.
I mean, Dobby's there.
Dobby is definitely not the happiest thing in the room. Dobby is even less happy than Decker is at any given moment, which is saying something.
I see you spreading goodwill, too much BS and shit posting on YouTube regarding Redacted. I'm trying to spread goodwill. It's tough right now for me, honestly. Just it's hard. I'm having a bad time, is what I'm saying. But I understand that it's hard. I'm not saying it's the worst thing ever, but that doesn't mean it's not hard. So on that note,
we have a $4.99
that's nice
donation from Brevren's Flicks and Games. Hey Decker, I love your video on I Spit on Your Grave. Love to collab someday. I've been reviewing movies here for 2 days. Could you review Logan?
It's as the sort of origin story of Wolverine, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
Wrong one?
That's wrong one.
Damn it. Okay.
We know me and Creepy know our Hugh Jackman Wolverine movies.
It wasn't that wasn't called Logan? Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that was the same.
Nope.
Also, where's that damn water smell coming from?
Maybe we should have changed the title to That Damn Water Smell.
Or maybe that was what should have gone into the blank part. My damn water smell.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't get money. Well, he wouldn't get money.
Are you sure? What was that? There was.
So yeah, Logan is the last movie with Wolverine.
I thought I just saw some bits go into the So Logan was the last.
It's the last one. It's not his origin. It's basically his ending story involving X-23.
Oh, it's a Wolverine movie, but not the Logan.
Yes, it's a Wolverine movie, but it's not the origin. That's X-Men Origins Wolverine and the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, so also on Twitch, Callum Damien cheered with 45 bits, saying, he's chilling with Sans. Oh boy.
Well, some person was saying that Hydra Man is in your room.
I knew it.
I was going to do a joke saying the brother of the Wonder Twins was in your room.
This is bothering me. It rained today. No rain today.
That could be it.
But it shouldn't have that kind of a thing unless there's some kind of problem going. I gotta check and make sure. But it didn't rain very heavily. That's the thing. It wasn't much rain. And now I'm thinking about, okay, are there water leaks anywhere? What's going wrong? There has to be something terrible going on for me to smell this.
People of Live and Wired watching Decker Shadow going insane.
That's been insane, just in a new
Everyone
way today.
Everyone wants to know what the planning stages for Japan was like. Here we go.
I want to know, but I had a theory.
This is what I lived with every day leading up to it.
I mean,
when's the next
point out-
review out? Still working on the script. I hope to get it out before the end of the month, obviously. Otherwise, the March of the Clowns turned April Fools will become the May of... I don't even know.
May of the Mimes?
May of the Mimes. Mime. Man.
Also got another 50 bits cheered. He says, "Has he been watching The Ring?" Oh God, that could be the smell. That could be. Just check the TV back there. Is there a lady crawling out of it?
We have a $5 Canadian dollar donation by Horror Edit. Thanks for all the entertainment for the past 2 years.
No problem. I'm just doing what I love, and I'm trying not to let my brain get in the way. It's really. I don't want to be all like
based on whether or not Decker's sanity holds out.
Yeah, that's kind of thing. We have some news to talk about, but I don't know if you noticed, but I don't really feel up to too much of that. I don't know what I feel up to. I feel like finding out what that damn water smell's coming from.
This is what the stream's gonna turn into. We're gonna then hire a plumber, and he's gonna join the video chat, and he's gonna explain.
Can't look up. Does smell and water feel? Is that a symptom of redacted? I need to know.
It's not. It's a symptom of freaking a phantasm, according to them.
Am I going to? Are all my friends going to come back, but they'll be really short zombie workers, and they'll bleed yellow?
Oh, good. I get to bleed yellow.
I don't want to be shorter. It took a long time to get this tall.
Timothy Armstrong says it's not raining where they're at in Texas. Texas is a pretty big place.
Yeah.
You know, the weird thing is, I'm looking up water stuff, and then it gives me a
I just remembered. I remembered, like, my fiance shared the one little thing on Facebook where it's like, "Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in Houston, Texas? I'm 500 miles away, and yet I'm somehow still in Texas."
If it makes you feel better, ask Creepy. I just started doing a serenade going to the tune of Steven Universe, a giant woman. All I want to do is be able to see another person.
Colonel Scrammel dropped 50 Donkey Kong coins. Said
Danish kroner.
Either way. Love the show and drinking games. Thoughts on the maybe rumored new all-female Star Wars series? I'm trying to think. Did I hear something about that before? Or there are a lot of really good female characters to use in Star Wars. That's like the best case scenario right there. Of course, a lot of them were stricken from the canon when Disney got a hold of the series. So, they can do like you can in a lot of reboots, a lot of reimaginings, a lot of retellings, and like we're gonna reboot. Everything has gone crazy right now, but we're rebooting. Don't worry. But also all that stuff we did that first time that fucked everything up so bad that we decided to reboot over. We're just gonna do it again.
Isn't there like also a rumor that like Disney is going to be taking a lot of the stuff from the extended EU and put it in Star Wars to make it officially into canon, and that's annoying people?
Yeah. So it's all kinds of like an all-female Star Wars can work, can easily. There's plenty of stuff in Star Wars with lots of really awesome female characters that it could work out very well. Will it?
Yeah.
That's a whole other
writing?
story. Who's writing? Who's directing? Like,
And who's in charge of editing?
is this gonna be
Exactly.
is this gonna be direct to Netflix? Like, how's it working?
Right. It's like you still
Would be direct.
like they have this idea that if they just make the cast all female, that automatically makes it better. And I'm like, you still need a good screenwriter, you need a good director, you need a good editor.
Well, creepy, you're just saying that because you're a filthy sexist and you know it.
Okay, what creepy said that it came out of my mouth? Because
You have
know,
internalized misogyny.
That's not even a
Yes.
So, there was also another super chat by Scott Yoshihara, dropped $2, saying, "What are your feelings on the Final Fantasy VII Remake?" Interestingly enough, today, just earlier, a few hours ago, Charlie just beat that game. I sat next to her for the majority of the time she was playing. She bought it for me, and then I never got to play it. I take that back. She had some trouble with the squats and had me do that for her. And the dance section, the dancing at the Honeybee Inn. I did the dancing at the Honeybee. It was
Now,
nice. I got up.
Did she fight Sephiroth?
Oh, she kicked Sephiroth's ass. But the point is,
Of course.
like she was looking at it, and I had played the hell out of the original Final Fantasy VII back in the day. I played through it several times, so I know a lot of the ins and outs of the story. I still remember quite a bit of it. And she's there, and she's getting, like, it's got things in the remake where it takes stuff from later in the story that you normally wouldn't encounter yet, and it gives you little tidbits, but she's getting, like, 20% of this revelation. She's getting that little tiny slice of the pie, and so from her perspective, since she asked me not to spoil anything, don't explain things, she got to the ending, and she's like, okay, what the fuck was that? What happened? Who are these people? What? She's seeing the stuff with the soldier and Zack there limping along with fucking Cloud, and they're going past the other thing with there's Cloud and Aerith there, and he's just walking through, and there's like, this means something. And she's like, what the fuck does that? What, huh? And I'm like, I know who that is. I know their relationship. I know how this works. But at the same time, a lot of people are also kind of ticked off because it's done what a lot of remakes have done. I'm really confused about this personally. A lot of remakes coming out of games and stuff right now have changed quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it's like I like to point out Resident Evil 2 because when that came out, there were segments of Resident Evil 2 that were not translated into the remake. They kind of dumbed down how Side B works, and they made it just kind of one story instead of having two stories for the thing. I mean, you had the different story for Leon and Claire, but they really streamlined the fuck out of that. And in the original game, like, choices you made in a Side A story affected Side B. Not really anymore. So there were a lot of things that were dumbed down from the transition to the remake, but everyone jumped up and down and said it was the greatest thing ever. It was like, that's how you do a remake. That more of the same, Capcom, please. And Resident Evil 3 remake comes out, and it's got some segments missing from the original. It's got some things dumbed down from the original, but it's really in the same vein. It's like the Resident Evil 2 remake had the added segment with Ada Wong and the added segment with Sherry, and Resident Evil 3 remake has the added segment with messy hair buff guy. What's his name? Carlos.
Carlos.
Yeah, so it's got that added part there while also having things removed from it, and then a lot of people are like, why? Why would you do this after such a great thing as Resident Evil 2? Why this? And I'm looking at it like, it's the same kind of thing. I feel like when I watched The Grinch and then I watched Cat in the Hat and then everyone hated Cat in the Hat and I'm like, that's similar in direction. Very similar, actually.
Yeah.
Also,
so there.
I do remember that in the original Resident Evil game, there was stuff taken out of that too. There was supposed to be a graveyard, I think, at one point. In the first Resident Evil game, that got taken out. But I think when they made
Resi 3, they had a graveyard scene in the PlayStation 1 version, but in the remake, there was no. They removed the graveyard. So people were ticked about that. So
right.
Oh, we got 2 donations.
Okay.
From Gabriel Gonzalez Vilches. Pardon if I said your name wrong. 2,500 CLP, which is Chilean, at least I'm assuming from this message. Guys, could you do a massive crossover with all of you? The summer of Lovecraftian movies. The Lighthouse, Color Out of Space, etc. I'm from Chile.
How many Lovecraftian movies? I know there's Lovecraftian stuff has a lot of influences on things, but things that are just straight up adaptations of Lovecraft's work.
There's Darkon or Dacon or something. I can't remember the name of it, but it's not that. Dagon, which is supposed to be kind of like Shadow over Ismith plus some other things.
Mm-hmm.
There's Color Out of Space.
There's the Color Out of Space. There's
I gotta do Color Out of Space for no other reason than for Nicolas Cage.
Right. There's also Cthulhu. No, there's a 2007 movie called Cthulhu.
How do they pronounce it in that movie? Because I gotta know, just because no one knows.
Cthulhu.
They say Cthulhu in the movie.
Cthulhu.
Okay, yeah. that makes it official. It is Cthulhu.
Right.
Okay.
No, the name
if Hollywood says so, it becomes fact.
Right. When that is actually one. I think I showed Decker. I think I showed you the trailer for that a while back, like last month or something like that. And I would like to review that one with you.
Also, we got a
$5 donation from Iron Baron. Thank you for years of hilarious content, Decker and Creepy. Would you do a summer of James Bond? P.S. Will you ever do a review of 976 Evil?
Summer of James Bond. That'd be kind of like a summer of Jackie Chan, where I think I could enjoy it, but at the same time, I'm worried that numbers would go down pretty hard.
Well, you could do Octopussy, GoldenEye.
That's true. I like James Bond films. They're campy, cheesy.
Yeah, I know it's a lot of fun. I enjoy Jackie Chan flicks, but it seems like if you're not talking about, well, there were people being thrown into wood chippers. I gave you the wood chipper. People died of wood chippers in the summer of Jackie Chan. Just so you know, in case you missed it. I know not everyone watched the summer of Jackie Chan episodes. Rumble in the Bronx. Motherfucker got thrown in a wood chipper.
Also, Decker, what'd you think of that movie I sent you?
I haven't watched it yet.
Shame.
Creepy sent me Wood Chipper Massacre. I should probably watch that. It helped cheer me up. Also, biggest asshole ever, FTS, donated $20, no comment. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just trying to read this real quick. Epic Jason X9000 just said that Decker Shouty still need to play Doom Eternal. It's a great game with great soundtrack. Too bad Bethesda ruined their relationship with Mick Gordon due to him screwing up the original soundtrack mix. Oh yeah, Bethesda's had a lot of interesting little screw-ups lately.
Okay, I'm not aware of this, and I'm a Bethesda fan. Also, Josh...
My fiance purchased Skyrim digitally. She just gave the disc for... Her mother wants something to play on her PlayStation 4, so... My fiance just gave her Skyrim disc and was like, you know what, screw it. It's like $12 right now digitally, so I'll just buy it there and she can keep the disc. And she went to download it, and in the PlayStation Store, it was trying to download add-ons for Fallout 4 instead.
Nani?
Yeah! It's like, and she's just there, and she's like, wait, back? Skyrim button. Okay. Fallout 4. And she's, Bethesda, really? How do you, what?
How do you function?
That sounds like something that would happen to you, Decker. That really does.
Oh, this is a good one. The Real Mullins goes, The Summer of Cats. Just review Universal's Cats 2019 8 times. No!
You'd always find something new to say.
It's like an onion. It's like watching the Amy's Baking Company episode of Kitchen Nightmares. A new layer of crazy reveals itself.
Or I could probably, if I wanted to keep the episodes like 25 to 30 minutes long, I could just do the Mauler style review and just cut it up. And just one episode a week. Boom, there we go. I'll just cover about 3 minutes of the movie every week. And it'll take us a half an hour.
I was gonna say you could also just do the there was the Broadway production that got recorded that was made in the 90s, which is really good. I highly recommend it.
Right.
If you like cats.
Also, Josh Tyrese dropped €10 saying, have nothing to say, just a tip for a coffee for you guys. Thank you very much. Coffee is always appreciated. That's one of the things I was sure to stock up on. Can never be sure if I'm with the apocalypse and all, whether or not we'll run out of coffee.
Yeah.
I had to get my creamer on Amazon, and I got a 12-pack of Coffee Mate just because for some reason on Amazon it costs the same as getting a single. So I was like, okay, just give me 12.
Yeah, I'm one of those weirdos. I'm not going to go insane if all the coffee in the world, if like there's no more coffee because
I forgot my drink.
Okay, that happened.
Decker, do you want to go get your drink while me and Creepy talk about the prices of cabbages?
I got myself a fizzy drink, and I would really like to get it.
Me and Creepy will talk about Cthulhu and H.P. Lovecraft, and
I would actually like to review that. I would like to review the Cthulhu movie, the 2007 one that I was talking about. It's It's like,
is it good?
It's not like great, but I find it interesting at the same time.
Is it better than Dagon?
Probably, I would argue yes.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like,
if you're talking about the same Dagon that I think you're talking about, that movie is kind of all over the map. That's the one that's just kind of, yeah.
The one filmed in Spain.
But it's not really coherent. Like, it's sort of like watching someone reading Lovecraft and having a stream of consciousness, but nothing really lines up together.
Talking about my reviews again, aren't you?
No,
we're talking about Dagon, the movie that was filmed in Spain, and it was hodgepodge is a nice word to use.
But yeah, I got myself some mutton dew.
Yeah.
Hashtag
part of that whole cabin fever thing, something about the fact that I hadn't had a fizzy drink in so long. I was like, need fizzy drink. So I had to throw a mask on, rush out, brave the world, and get myself something fizzy.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Josh Tyrese was asking if Dagon was the cheap Italian movie. Oh, I thought it was I thought it was made in Spain.
I thought it was made in Spain too. I thought it was Spain.
I could check, but a lot of cheap movies are made in Italy.
Right, and a lot of Lovecraft.
Italy has an amazing little film industry.
Coast.
Lots of talent, okay. Not that much money.
Right. A lot of Lovecraft's material is also public domain, so it's something that a lot of independent movie companies can get their hands in and try and adapt because they don't owe royalties to anybody for using it that way.
Huh.
Okay.
Interesting.
I got it.
Matthias Carlson dropped 200 SEK, saying, Decker, remember your critique of Dark Floors? There is a musically inclined dark fantasy film inspired by a Finnish metal band that's almost everything you asked for, except it's not Lordi. Imaginarium by Nightwish. And I do know Nightwish, and that does, just saying, Nightwish movie, and it's kind of like what I asked for Dark Floors. I'm like, I am interested.
Okay. So it was filmed, it was Spain's Galician coast. So it was in Spain.
Oh.
No, it was
Spain.
Spain.
It could have had an Italian director and a lot of Italian, back behind it, but it was.
And 1/3 of Majima is Italian.
Right. Yeah.
The bad CGI Sharks
that
team.
Yeah. So it had an Italian director and so forth, but it was filmed in Spain. That's why Decker thought Italian, why, Kat, you and I thought Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't think it was weird that it was in Spain, though. I mean, I remember...
think because it was cheaper than filming in Massachusetts, and according to the description, it is a updated, this was 2001, version of Lovecraft's brilliant, vividly written novella, Shadow over Ismith, and they transported Gordon from Massachusetts to a fishing village in Spain, because I'm guessing people would notice in modern Massachusetts a fish town. Spain, maybe not so much.
I don't know. I haven't been to Spain, so...
I haven't been to Massachusetts, so... I mean...
Doesn't Spain have, like, the oldest restaurant, like, from history? Like, the one that had opened the earliest in human history and still is operating today?
Oldest... Still... No, I don't want the oldest shark.
What? What do you Google that would make that up?
Correct. It is Spain. It is the Sobrino de Botan, or also known as. I am not pronouncing that. It was founded in 1725.
Oh, cool.
And it's still running, and it's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Do you want me to look up the oldest living shark, since we're all now curious?
Yeah, why not?
Welcome to Cat Just Googles Random Things.
I sometimes think that Decker should have a live stream where he's just like, kind of like his Blair Witch review, where he's just wandering around, going shopping, going to like the grocery store or something, and just showing like what he's doing throughout the day.
Okay, Mexican Robin dropped $5 saying, "Hey Decker, creepy, thank you for all the laughs, even when I'm in a dark place. Also, side question, do you have a P.O. box to have people send films?" I do not. I was going to get a P.O. box, but I was just ran into a little too much trouble at my post office, and so,
What did you do?
Well, it was only a little breakdown. They go postal all the time. It's not my fault.
So anyway, no, I haven't thought about getting a P.O. box before, though. I've considered it, but I don't know that I would get anything in my P.O. box enough, like, to justify.
P.O. boxes are really expensive.
Yeah,
that's the surprising thing about them. Is like, hey, yeah, we'll charge you out the ass every year, and you can have like a 2-inch by 5-inch little square. Space.
I love how people.
It's like, how about something that can actually receive things in? Oh, that? Well, then you're gonna have to give your kidneys.
Which kidney?
Actually, I did.
Oh,
sorry,
both of them. Both of them.
Oh, but I need them for evil.
How are your kidneys evil?
You don't know.
That is why I asked. Obviously, I don't know.
I don't know. I just usually use that whenever people are going, "What are you doing?" Evil. I once got in trouble by this little old lady because I was spending time at this.
Over on Mixer, John the First says oldest living shark 272.
Oh, okay.
Greenland shark, to be precise. Don't look at my phone.
Let's see. I had a thought. I had something. Oh, right. I still, when Redacted, when we were out and able to leave our homes again,
There was a time we did that?
Yeah, there was a time we did that. I would like to, we need to discuss more about the thing that I sent you, both of you, back in, I think it was February or early March. Like I said, it was before Redacted started.
Oh, the spoopy thing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. So I was gonna say the whole evil thing. I usually just respond with that, and then some little old lady told me I should never respond saying you're doing evil. I'm like,
Rogelio Ramirez. says, review all the Chucky franchise.
Yep.
Creepy. It was specifically for you, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Nope.
I'll volunteer as tribute.
Nope.
I'll do it. I have a creepy Chucky-based story. I used to have a Cabbage Patch Kid that kind of looked like Chucky.
I didn't need to hear that. Also, that
explains the evil. It does explain.
True. Although that is where the design for him was supposedly based off of. From what I have heard, that was where the inspiration for.
Yeah, I think Cabbage Patch Kids and Teddy Ruxpins.
Yeah.
Teddy Rubskin is all Ruxpin. Teddy Rubskin is a nice YouTuber. He's pretty awesome. He shows up in chat sometimes. He was on one of the episodes of Live and Wired. He's a cool bear. But Teddy Ruxpin is already evil. Just put some Metallica in him, and just
watch it going. And the singing and you could hear the gears going off. That always creeped me out as a kid when you could hear the gears going off in mechanical things. It's like, I'm not supposed to hear
I always
that.
like it in on YouTube with toy reviews like that because the gears sound so much louder on camera.
Yeah.
So seeing Tickle and Dance Elmo videos and that's just going. It's like
horror, go away.
Now you all know what I have to endure with all of you making jokes like earlier.
Yeah, but we know the doll isn't going to come out alive and try to kill us.
Or do
you were just talking? Yeah, actually, you were just talking about a woman falling out of Decker's TV set. Although Decker, hey, you finally know a woman who's in television. Congratulations.
I don't know if our relationship's worth it now. Although, which version is it? Is it the Japanese version or is it the American version? Two totally different backstories.
I would go with the Japanese version.
I need to see the Japanese version. I saw the American version. I was like, "What's this such a big deal about?" And then I heard that there was actually a adaptation of a Japanese horror story. I'm like, "Oh, well, why didn't we just get that with subtitles? What the fuck?"
Because America has to make everything American, and apparently producers in America think we do not won't take kindly to movies with subtitles, which is why there is a rumor that movie Parasite that won the Academy Awards and everything, that Korean movie, their American Hollywood is thinking about recreating it and doing it themselves because they think Americans won't watch it, when so many Americans actually did watch it and praise it.
Wait, Parasite, is that based on Parasite?
Not the anime / manga, not the one about the creepy kid with the weird little alien thing. No, we're talking about
just same name, just saying.
Yeah, it's a movie about classism in society.
Well, so is Parasite, if you consider that as eating people.
Decker, please review Parasite.
Anyway.
Either or.
But yeah. Oh, I do have a funny story. Something I remembered, just weirdly enough. I remember this about a week or two ago. I could remember I was about 5 years old, and my big sister, she was like 5 years older than me, and she and I were really, really close once when we were growing up together. She was already a teenager when I was no, she was 10 years older than me. My bad. Where did I get 5 from? Anyway, she was a teenager when I was in kindergarten. She had wanted to go see a movie. It was one of the Friday the 13th movies. And she took me with her because one of her friends was going to be there, but didn't want to go see a horror movie. So her friend was going to take me in to see, I think it was a cartoon. It was it might have been Care Bears or something. Anyways, they were going to take me to see Care Bears or something. It was a cartoon. And we get there, and the Friday the 13th movie still has plenty of seats left. The cartoon, on the other hand, is completely sold out, so there's no way for us to get in. So they can't have me sit outside and wait in the lobby for an hour and a half by myself. So finally, they just buy me a ticket for the R-rated Friday the 13th movie, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just cover his eyes whenever it gets scary." And I remember I watched the Friday the 13th movie, and I was bored. I am not kidding. I was sitting, I'm 5 years old. I'm sitting in the theater. I'm looking at the screen, and I'm bored out of my gourd. Okay, I want to say that I fell asleep like 2/3 of the way through the Friday the 13th movie because I was bored out of my mind. Okay, like I was snoring too. I was snoring in the theater. So like it's all over. Like they wake me up when the credits are rolling. I get shaken awake and they're like, "Are you all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I just fell asleep." So we are on our way home, and my sister is starting to get worried because she's like, I have a tendency like I would sometimes let things slip, if I wasn't thinking. So my sister was like, don't you dare tell mom that we let you watch this movie because I will be in so much trouble. I was like, well, I don't want to listen to her complain, so I don't plan on telling her either. And then I said, and then someone, I don't remember who it was one of her friends. I was in the back seat and I was sitting next to her friends, and so it was like 5 or 6 people in the car. Like think about, I'm like 5, so I can like smush up against the door. Keep in mind, so yeah. So and I was a small kid, not just that I was 5 years old. I was skinny and short, so yeah. But someone in the back seat pointed out that I had fallen asleep. They were like, he slept through it. Like he slept through at least half the movie, and I was like, well, I'm sorry. It just wasn't scary to me. So at 5 years old, I can sit through Friday the 13th, and it didn't freak me out. As a grown man, I can't watch any of the Child's Play movies without getting seriously freaked out. Although, Decker, I have something else to tell you. Remember when you were doing the Summer of Freddy vs. Jason? Mm-hmm. I remember which Freddy movie it was. It was Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. It was the one with the killer who wasn't Jason. It was the one with the killer who was with the copycat killer with the Jason impersonator.
The fifth one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid who went to
people in the chat were saying if you fell asleep, it was probably on part 5.
Yeah. It was the one where the kid who went to the mental institution / like it was the one with the crazy
Tommy
woman
Jarvis.
who was flipping. Yeah, him. Yeah, but it was also the one with the woman on the motorcycle. They said and that's my final words, and then flips off the camera. Yeah, because the funny thing about it is that when we were watching that movie, I had the strangest feeling that I had seen it before somewhere. I didn't say anything to you about it. I didn't say anything at the time. But there were these moments where I felt like I just had this weird feeling of deja vu. Like I felt like I had seen this before, but I couldn't put my finger on why I felt that way. But then about halfway or so through the movie, I would say by the third act, if not before that, I stopped feeling that way. But I was like, I know this part. The kid going into the spooky house, the kid who's living in that weird white house. I know that. The crazy old lady. I think I know that. And then there was and yeah, here's the part where those 2 teenagers were having sex and one of them dies. Yeah, I remember that.
That's a Jason movie.
Yeah. But I was like, I was like, how do I remember this though? And that was the reason why I saw that movie when I was a kid, when I was 5 years old, and I wasn't scared of it. Although funny enough, I have read online that that's the movie that's supposed to have it's supposed to be the goriest of the movies, and it's supposed to be the one that has the most amount of sex in it.
Oh yeah, the sex had to be severely edited down in post, from what I read.
Right. Yeah. So I'm 5 years old, and I saw that movie, and I'm like, oh, look, boobs.
Ow!
Oh, okay.
I mashed my hand against the desk. My art hand went against the desk. The knuckles got hit. Ow!
60 days in, can't say I have. Berserk anime is worse than I spit on your grave. Are you sure about that?
Wait, which Berserk anime? There's 2, isn't there?
There's at least that many I spit in your graves.
Oh, there, Decker. One day you will forget about it. I Spit on
Oh
Your
no,
Grave.
I still have many more to go, and there's Deja Vu. There's Deja Vu, the sequel to the original, with the original people.
Oh dear.
See,
That
this is
came
where
out
you
recently.
This is where you secretly wish you were reviewing the Troll movies.
Oh, that would be so nice. Oh my god! Oh, so calm. They're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me.
Oh my god. Apparently the actors who were in Troll 2, they actually wanted to get together and make a sequel to Troll 2. Like, because so many people had so much fun
So,
on
like,
that.
Troll 3 or Troll 2 2?
Because Troll 3 is a different movie altogether.
Well,
I
Troll
think it
2
would be...
is also kind of different from Troll 1, so it's...
That's true.
True.
So, are we gonna go... So, it can't be Troll 3. Would it be Troll 2 2?
Could be Troll 2, 2.5. If you did the old Lion King trick.
Oh, I was thinking, like, Square Enix with Final Fantasy X-2.
Oh.
So you can have so it would be Troll 2 2 or Troll 2 more trolls
As well. Troll 2 as well.
As well.
But oh yeah, that reminds me. It didn't fully say what I was thinking about with the Final Fantasy VII remake earlier when we were asked.
Oh no.
Well, I'm just saying, I didn't play it, but I watched it being played by someone who never played the original, and their opinion was like, "What the fuck even happened?" And my opinion was like, okay, I like how they expanded on a lot of things. Certain characters that really did not get much screen time got a hell of a lot more, and they didn't really change the character. They just actually fleshed them out based on stuff that was already there in the original. And it is a little more open-ended than a lot of people seem to like. I don't know, there's a lot of controversy going on about the ending for some reason, but it's not saying... What the... Another content copyright. Oh, the Battle of the Worlds riff got a what the Battle of the Worlds? That's freaking public domain, you piece of
Oh no, it's gonna happen again.
Not the first time that Decker has gotten flagged because he did something with a public domain film.
Oh, by a music company. It's probably something that was sampled. I can usually do enough research to actually find out that the people making the claim that they own it actually didn't even exist until decades after the... I remember actually fighting one claim and saying, like, the song being claimed was composed by this person who was born 50 years after this movie was made. So they do not own this. They did not create this. They could not possibly have without a time machine.
Oh, this is an interesting comment. Mini Venom Zero goes, Decker, I think I found a Godzilla Asylum movie. It's called Regia, Raiga, God of the Monsters. I'm watching it right now. So far, the only good thing about the monster is the suit.
Wait, they actually have a suit? They actually have a suit.
They have a monster suit.
Well, that is admirable. That is better than I was expecting.
Yeah. I'm like, they got the suit right?
They got a suit.
Let me see this. I'm gonna quickly try and look this up here.
Welcome to Live and Wired. We're not going to do news. We're just going to read the comments.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look up copyright claims because I'm pretty sure this is bullshit.
Honestly, I think we could all do like a relaxed Live and Wired where just kind of chilling out, talking to people who leave comments, and just having a good time. Considering everything that's been going on lately, we could all do with a little cheer.
We need a little Christmas. We need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window. Carol. I had to sing this in choir. Chorus. Sorry.
It's like a Pavlovian response for you is basically what
whenever
you're saying?
someone's... No, it's just like I joke saying we need a little Christmas, and now I'm like, now I have to sing the rest. Anyway, Iron Baron dropped $1.99 and said Lucasfilm Star Wars prequels or the Disney sequels.
Okay, so the Alafante Music Distribution is a goddamn digital distribution rights network thing. Those guys always have crap going on with YouTube. Usually they're claiming...
Pyramid scheme?
They're the ones that... Well, a lot of times they're just doing fraud on the side because it pays better than the legit work. But also, when you get things like multi-channel networks, if a game streamer or someone doing video game footage is part of a multi-channel network, a lot of times that MCN will then claim the cut scenes in the game that anyone has ever played. Like, no, that's our guy over here,
yeah.
and it's really annoying. Like,
I mean,
they'll put the streamer's
Sorry.
name out there too, which is usually not fair to them because they usually don't even know this is going on. It's the MCN
Yeah.
at doing it, but they're doing it on their behalf.
Right.
yeah. I remember. Okay, so I'm technically part of the multi-channel network Frederator, which I make zero money because I am not deemed moneyable, but Frederator kept me and all those who were deemed unmonetizable because they thought it was bullcrap. Anyway, I am technically a part of that, and this was during the time when that video game Life is Strange, the first one, not the second one, the first one, came out. And someone on the Frederator network is also a gaming channel, and did Life is Strange based things.
Okay, so Merlin Network was founded in 2007. This movie is from 1961.
And so a channel that I follow, Geek Remix, they kept getting copyright claims on their Life is Strange videos because Frederator claimed on this gamer's behalf. And then I actually did my little thing and go, hey, Frederator, you're doing this thing, and it's kind of, skeezy. And Frederator was like, thank you for telling us, blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, I just wanted to help people. And I'm a part of this network. I got to do something. Also, $20 has been donated by Max Limbeck. You're one of my favorite guys on YouTube. Always a good time watching Live and Wired. You guys are awesome.
Ah, thanks, Max. I was just
I'm
trying to
awesome by a
find
stranger
where I
on the
can
internet.
get. I'll close this up for now, but I was trying to dig up where I can find the exact things I need to be able to throw in their face and say, look right here. It's public domain. It became public domain on this date at this time for this reason. Though I did that before with Little Dot Studios, and they still fought me to the point of giving my channel a copyright strike over the Riff of the Ghoul, which I had all... It's actually very easy to find all the information as to exactly how the Ghoul became public domain and when. Like, I had exact minutes. This is when it became public domain because this person died at this year, and all these people died from here, and here, and according to the law in this country at this time, was this considered that and that, so therefore, public domain in this country at this point in time, you do not own this, and they still gave me a copyright strike over it because YouTube fucking sucks.
Yeah. Jacob Sharp Ladenchuk goes, because they've been asking this over and over again, I will now ask you guys, can you review the Ao Oni movies, please? Ao Oni.
Oh, Ao Oni. Blue Oni.
Thank you.
Blue. Yeah.
What are these movies?
Yes, what are these movies?
I think they're Japanese horror movies.
Oh, well, that sounds a lot more interesting now.
I'd actually like for us to go back to reviewing Japanese horror.
Yes, I need more entertainment and watching Decker screw up saying Japanese names.
Rogelio Ramirez says Little Dot Studios is relentless. Yeah, they have some reviews of former employees on Glassdoor. Yeah, when your former employees are saying, like, yeah, the work environment is a little hit and miss sometimes. It depends on who you're friends with. But the real hard part is the soul-crushing knowledge of knowing that the main source of income for the company is committing fraud against YouTubers. It's like, yeah, your own former employees are saying this about you. It's not a good look.
Macabre Comics just asked, would you review the Howling films? Didn't Movie Nights do that one?
Back when she was Obscurus Lupa, yes.
They're good.
They're good. I remember her, I can't remember which sequel of The Howling it was, but she had a hell of a laugh over the dance scene when they were like doing this very slow square dance kind of thing, and then she had I think it was Sad Panda singing Thriller in this very monotone voice. Thriller.
Matthew Lemon says, just watched End of Doom 2 last night. Japanese zombie flick, pretty decent. But it's not really End of Doom 2 unless there's the big buff guy holding the bunny's head. Is it?
Japanese horror, not the video game.
God damn it.
To to think the Doom guy is going on a killing spree because he wants to find his pet rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
All the things with Daisy the rabbits and just that was just silly, and I'm like, okay, whatever, doesn't really matter. They were right. Story in a video game is like plot in a porn. It's
There's plot in porn?
It's expected to be there, but it's not really important.
Oh yeah, there is plot in porn.
Colin Damien on Twitch says, "Oh my god, JonTron did a Howling review and created this funny Zipperman meme."
Oh yeah, Howling 2, your sister's a werewolf, and it had okay, I know this. Star on the right, known for playing Dracula.
Matthew Lemon, the bunny head on a stake was the end of Doom 1. In Doom 2, you get revenge for the bunny, and at the end of that, you're holding the bunny's head like, Daisy, I did it for you!
What's the name of the actor? Solomon Dwight plays Dracula. Really awesome.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
Knows J.R. Tolkien. Brain.
Noah Fletcher. Noah Fleischer says, Decker Shadow, I'm still waiting for you to review movies Blasted Drunk. You mentioned this on one of the earlier Live and Wireds. I think that are you talking about just the Live and Wireds we do, the Stephen King drinking game, and you kind of end up blasted drunk as a result?
And we review the movies while
you're not really
drunk?
reviewing it. You're just kind of playing the game while watching the movie, and it helps to chat about the movie because it's something to do besides just wait to drink.
Christopher Lee. Thank you, audience.
Right.
Christopher Lee is in Howling 2, Your Sister's a Werewolf. And there's a scene which JonTron timed it to where a woman takes her top off. And apparently in the credit scenes, she's taking her top off to the music in the credit scene. Over and over and over and over and over. You get the point.
Yes. Indeed.
Quality boobs. And apparently my head's cut off again, and I really need to fix. Okay, audience, can you see my head? Okay. Yeah, Keanu Reeves played Jonathan Harker in the Dracula movie. The one who played Dracula in that was Gary Oldman. Which was a good-looking Dracula, all things said and done. I mean, yeah, it's not accurate to the book or anything, but...
Epic Jason
Anyway.
X9000 says, actually, Decker, Doom Episode 3 is where Daisy dies. Thy flesh consumed is when you get revenge. Doom 2 is when you fight the icon of sin, a.k.a. John Romero's head. It's like, yeah, that's right. Thy flesh consumed, you have revenge for Daisy. And
Can't we just rip and tear and have fun?
What was Episode 3 of Doom called? I'm trying to remember.
Review that when we did the Godzilla versus Mothra month, and there was that Japanese guy who I said kind of looked like John Romero.
Oh yeah, Japanese John Romero.
Yeah.
Wonder how Japanese John Romero's doing now.
I don't know. I wonder if he's had any more work since those movies.
The summer of Japanese John Romero.
I'm trying to remember the name of this one Jack horror film. It involves this young girl and cell phones and candy.
And what?
Candy. Yeah, it's like
delicious candy.
Yes.
Not Candyman.
No, it's Japanese. It's a Japanese horror movie. It's a J-horror. It involves a young girl. It involves a ghost, a young girl, cell phone, and candy.
I got nothing. I know of a horror game that involves a cell phone that was on the Wii. And it was creepy. And it was Japanese horror.
Oh, good. That means it's definitely creepy.
Yeah, the weird thing was, I think, that game...
Rogelio Ramirez dropped $2 more saying Blade Trilogy. And I believe it's called the Thrilogy?
Yes. Oh, if you do the Blade trilogy or trilogy, can I go up on the third one? Because I have a lot of Triple H fan facts if you do it.
Okay, Epic Jason X9000 saying Doom's original 4 episodes are called Knee Deep in Dead. No, that. Shores of Hell. No. Inferno. There we go. And Thy Flesh Consumed. Okay. 5th episode from 2019 is Sigil. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay, that's probably what the was about. Okay, never mind.
Cats.
Or mind. Definitely mind. It's time to mind. Everyone mind! Mind! Okay, never mind.
Oh, well. Anyway, damn it, what was the name of that movie?
Well, I guess we're minding now. Or will we mind? We're just shuffling around at this point.
I know, it's like, she's there, and she's here. Next, she'll have taken my spot. Oh, wait, she already took my spot.
Okay, I hear you, Kat.
Sorry, my laptop decided to just freeze and die on itself, so you're gonna have to see no face for a bit.
We heard the and then everything just died on our end. Like, okay.
It was just like, oh no. So if I move over here now, I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah, that was another.
Okay.
Camera. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay. Can you see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Sorry. We're professionals here. My laptop is I'm so glad I invested in that thing on Amazon then. I guess I have to wait till like the 27th of May and or the middle of June. June?
Yeah, it's not essential there, Kat.
I thought you would think webcams would be considered essentials, and yet you can buy sex toys, and that's considered essential.
You need release.
Don't buy sex toys off Amazon, by the way. They have a horrible return policy, and you might get one used. Don't. Welcome to Sex Education with Kat.
Well then, what's the word I'm looking for here? Oh, Ancient Scribe donated $12 saying, thanks for all the reviews you do, not just the horror ones, and work you... Where is the... It is...
Iron Baron just went, is this an unfriended sequel? No, it's called My Laptop is God knows how old.
Okay, for some reason it is not giving me the entire thing, so I gotta look over at my events page to maybe actually see the whole comment.
Oh, Darth Necrosis just said, creepy. Was that movie that involved cell phone and candy and all that jazz called One Missed Call?
Okay. Ancient Scribe donated $12 on Twitch and says, thanks for all the reviews you do, not just the horror ones, and work you do on the scripts. Please consider doing more visual novels on Decker Shadow Gaming. I miss them. Those were fun, but they did get very uncomfortable every now and again.
Why don't you just do a visual novel that isn't romantic?
Do they exist?
Yes!
Yes!
You could do the...
Does Winged Cloud make them?
No, but you could do Hatoyo Boyfriend. That one's actually good. Hatoyo Boyfriend. Wait, has Decker done that one? I can't remember.
No. I did Panzer Models, Tank Dating Simulator. I did Stay, my first and only trip to Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea.
Decker.
Yes?
Higurashi When They Cry. There's an entire series of visual novels devoted to them, and they are horror, not romance. Although they're probably going to wind up being disturbing one way or the other.
Can I fap to it?
What are you into?
Horror.
Yeah, you can then.
No, okay. I just imagine Decker's reviews of visual novels, and there's like, you know how it's like pros, cons, and like, you know, ratings. It's like, can you fap to this? Question mark. That's Decker's reviews right there. Like this visual novel is about rating 5 out of 10. Can you fap to this? Yes.
Oh boy. Ancient Scribe says, or you could just choose the non-romantic options.
Yeah.
True.
Damn it.
True.
Darth Necroser just went, well, this Live and Wire just turned weird. Did it? Did it just turn
Colonoscopy,
weird?
the visual novel.
And here we are in Robin Williams' colon.
There is a story inside all of our anuses.
Well, it's like the Robin Williams bit going, and here we are in Robin Williams' colon. To the left, a burger he ate in 85. I was listening to some Robin Williams bits before I got on.
Oh boy.
I'm just thinking, like, if that were Deck, it'd probably be. And here we have the great big knot of rage that forever festers instead of Decker's colon.
Oh god, Epic Jason X9000 says, don't buy anything from Amazon ever. I once bought a brand new Wes Craven's New Nightmare DVD. Got the 1999 used cover. And instead of New Nightmare, it was Sex in the City. Amazon sucks! I was like,
That's usually because some jerk off was trying to. There used to be a DVD scan where basically you put in a DVD you didn't want, and you'd return it to Amazon saying it's the movie that you're returning, and Amazon really didn't, see if it was the thing, and it's an old Blockbuster scam too. Ooh, how about Junji Ito? Ooh, Junji Ito's Uzumaki. Yes, Junji Ito's awesome.
Ooh.
Great Japanese horror there.
You're some fucked up stuff, though.
Yeah, he could make a cat look horrifying.
I'm seeing fucked up stuff in the chat right now. Iron
Why are you
Baron,
looking-
really? That her humor is a little too dark.
Wow.
Oh, that's dark even for me, and I do dark humor sometimes. Oh,
Don't buy anything from
Iron
Amazon or Wish. Well, if you buy it from Wish, you won't be disappointed for another 2 or 3 months.
Or AliExpress. Don't buy anything from AliExpress. You're gonna have to wait a few thousand years. Although, if you want an interesting series, watch Ashens. He's been doing a buying random things on Wish thing. It's kind of interesting. No, it's like he goes through a word database, picks a word, and picks the first one that's under $10, and he buys it. And he lets you guys see it basically shows you what Wish assumes they meant. That hang has some thought in it.
Okay.
Tenacious D movie review. Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny.
Well, that's a movie I can believe that Decker has seen several hundred times.
You got it.
Really?
You need to perfect the cock push-up.
Yep, that proved it. Buying used sex toys from Amazon sounds like a great plot for a horror movie. How would that plot? Is the dildo possessed and it goes into the person and then you become the thing?
I was thinking fleshlights with teeth.
Actually, there was a hentai movie that I saw that had that plot. It was one of the Orochi Doji movies. Where
I love that that's the thing that Creeper pulled out the actually on.
Actually.
With a demon so that he could get a bigger dick, and it was like possessed by the devil or something. It turned him into a monster.
Oh, God. Audience, if you are under 18, do not ask your parents what these words mean.
Well, I already said, hey, yeah, this stream is not intended for children in the beginning.
Valid point.
Then again, there's a picture of a cat, and according to YouTube, that is only always intended for children.
And I love how it's like, we're going to protect children under 18 as long as they, admit that they're under 18. I'm like, okay, I never admitted I was over the age of 18 when I was 13, so...
You never admitted that you were over the age of 18. What?
No, I never admitted that I wasn't under the age of 18. When sites would go, are you under the age of 18 when I'm 13? Okay, Mom, if you're watching this, please do not ask any further questions.
Cinema Reaper Review says Puppet Master, but with sex toys. Now I'm thinking of, like, Attack of the Killer blow-up dolls.
I did
Done
notice
by
that
John
when you were
Masadi.
I did notice that when you were warning Decker about away from buying sex toys on Amazon, he got this really horrified look on his face. So what I'm wondering is, has Decker already done that, and now he's worried which sex toy was?
I mean, as long as put it, as long as it's dishwasher safe, you can put it through the dishwasher cycle, it'll be fine. Don't ask how I know these things.
Also, Kat, by the time I was when I was getting on the internet, it wasn't 1821, but I was lying. I was lying about not being 21 at the time. So
I think a lot of teenagers, when they experience the internet, they will lie about not being under 21 or 18 or
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Because there used to be a game site where you could play checkers, chess, etc., but you had to be over 18. That's where most of my lying came from, Mom, I swear.
But yeah, now I'm thinking of Decker's adventure with cursed sex toys. He had the idea of flashlight with teeth. I want to point out that came from him, not me.
I want to point that out too.
Newdoc Prime dropped £2 saying, "Hey, have you played Alien or Predator on Mortal Kombat X?" I have not. I haven't played Mortal Kombat at all in a long time, honestly. But Predator Hunting Grounds did recently come out, and I was personally kind of worried. This sounds kind of like a lot of asymmetrical multiplayer games. People are always trying to put out, Evolve was supposed to be a thing that was going to be really amazing, and it was really fun to play the monster, and that's it. So I was kind of it's interesting, but I don't know. The recent Resident Evil 3 came out with its own asymmetrical multiplayer, and a lot of people are like, wow, this is kind of crappy. But I did recently see some gameplay of Predator Hunting Grounds on PlayStation Access and Jazzy Games, or Jazzy Guns. And it looks really damn good. It looks like they actually did a very good job of making it fun to be the player and fun to be the predator, even when on either side you're either winning or losing.
Oh, asymmetrical multiplayer. Okay. See, I was about to ask what's that, and now that you've explained it, I'm like, oh, like that thing in Left 4 Dead 2 where you could play as the zombies or you could play as the... Okay,
yeah,
now I understand.
Where it's one player is the one trying to fuck with a team of other players. And they're not balanced as in the same kind of things. The Predator's not running around the map like it's Call of Duty. The humans are. And they have their own things they're supposed to do. They're supposed to get their stuff. They're supposed to complete their military objectives. And then they're supposed to get the hell out of there. In the meantime, the Predator's there you know what? I'd like your spines.
Oh, so what was that? It's hide and seek, but horrifying.
Yeah, but also there's a lot of really good elements to it. The Predator isn't super powerful. They can't just run in and kill everyone. They can run in and kill one guy. But if it's more than one, they might have some trouble. But the players really don't want to kill the Predator, or down them, rather, because the Predator, if they're fast enough, can also set a self-destruct.
Yeah.
So the player's goal really is to just get the hell out of there.
So Dead by Daylight.
Yeah. But you can kill the Predator. It is possible, but... It's mainly possible if you got a really good team or a really shitty Predator.
They should have made Predator like Alien Isolation, campaigning through the forest with the Predator showing up unscripted. Same with a Jason game.
That would be
that would
fun.
actually be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I feel like Predator Hunting Grounds is a great starting point for potential long-form single-player, one-player with their AI squad mates versus a Predator kind of game. You have your goals, you have your adventure, and you also have the fucking Predator to watch out for.
And then you have the DLC campaign, which is basically you can fight the Predator with a katana!
Newdoc Prom dropped £2 more saying there's even a Carl Weathers skin for Jax. So you can tear out his spine again and again.
Yay! Someone is asking, Cringy Kid asked, hey, kids, ask your opinion on Gremlins 3. There's a Gremlins 3?
There's a Gremlins 3?
There's a Gremlins 3?
I know there's a Gremlins 2 and a Gremlins 1. I know there's Creatures, which was the Gremlins knockoff.
There's Critters that was kind of a Gremlins. Yeah.
Hold on. I love how we just
To
all
Google!
Gremlins 3. Holy crap, there is a Gremlins 3.
What is it?
And it came out in 1984, and that's about it. No, wait.
I was thinking that did not sound.
Oh.
Was it Italian?
No. Oh, no. Gremlins 3 to IMDb. Whoosh! Now it's loading.
Darth Necrosis says they're working on it, supposedly.
Oh.
Oh, okay. That explains why there's zero to no information, and the one article is from
It also says
2017.
AVP back on the 360 and PS3 was the best one back in the days. Predator was OP, smart, just could slice through lines of soldiers and Xenos. Oh yeah, AVP 2010 was a great game. It got a lot of shit when it came out because, like, all the campaigns are pretty short, and the multiplayer is just everyone's just doing. It's just whoever's grappling last, and then you get killed by the next guy grappling you. It's so lame, and I'm thinking, like, guys, don't grapple so much unless you know that there's no one else around and you have plenty of time. You don't just run up because you can grapple the guy doing the grapple. If there's 10 other guys around, you're not going to live. I loved playing AVP 2010 multiplayer. I like to play as Xeno and run around and kill the crap out of people. And usually the winner of the matches was a Xenomorph or a Predator, because the Predators were also really damn strong in that. But there was this one match where this kick-ass player as a Colonial Marine just whooped all our asses. I didn't even feel bad about it. I was so impressed. Like, I'm just running down the wall, I'm leaping at the guy, and he just bashes my face in with the back of his pulse rifle, and then unloads on me as I'm flicking around on the floor, and I'm dead, and I'm like, shit, good roll there. Damn.
Yeah. Classic Gamer Bobby just goes, at Decker Shadow, have you, Creepy or Cat, ever heard of a fighting game called Terror Dome? It's a one-on-one fighter where you fight as horror movie icons in the style of Mortal Kombat. Now, when you say horror movie icons, are we saying like legit horror movie icons?
I know of Terror Dome. I've seen some gameplay. I haven't actually played it because I'm an idiot. I should. That would be a great game for the gaming channel.
I know that.
It's like you can play as Pumpkinhead or Leatherface. There's all kinds of horror movie icons just mashing. I think it's an indie game, like non-profit kind of thing. I think it's just out there for free.
Okay, that explains it.
I know there was a board game several years ago where you could play like knockoff versions of horror icons, but I can't remember. I'm trying to remember.
I love how Dead by Daylight started off as just kind of indie with knockoffs, and it just did so well.
Yeah.
They actually got legit horror icons in the game.
Right.
I'm still waiting for Pyramid Head Dead by Daylight. Still waiting.
Dead by Daylight's turning into the Smash Brothers of horror.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm still waiting for. I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I like Dead by Daylight, and I like that they're getting all these IPs, but it's making the DLC expensive as heck. And I'm like, someone once messaged me going, they already did a Silent Hill character. Apparently, there's a nurse character that is one of the original creations of Dead by Daylight. And I'm like, that's not a Silent Hill nurse, number one. That's just a crazy evil nurse. Number two, Pyramid Head.
Yeah, I think like Silent Hill nurse wouldn't be the most threatening thing to face in Dead by Daylight.
I mean, depends.
I mean, they're freaky, but if you got like 4 athletic people trying to run around and start generators and leave, a Silent Hill nurse isn't the biggest thing to stop them.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, but it depends. There's the Silent Hill 1 nurses, which weren't the sexy ones with jiggle physics, and then there's the Silent Hill 2 nurses, which were the sexy ones with jiggle physics, and then beyond. And
there was a reason Silent Hill 2 was my favorite.
Well, it's to represent the sexual repression that James Sutherland is feeling, and then for apparently Heather's reason.
Yes, that's entirely. I am well cultured too.
Yeah, no, but like someone was arguing, why are there sexy nurses in Silent Hill 3? And I go, because it's the representation of the pressure of being a woman for Heather Mason. It actually makes sense. You know, the pressure to become this sexy woman. And people were like, how do you know? Because I'm a woman. And I was a teenage girl.
Okay, I got a few super chats. French Canadian Wolfman dropped $2 Canadian saying I'm still playing AVP Extinction on the OG Xbox. Is that compatible with Xbox One? Because if so, I could track it down. It got some surprising ones compatible with Xbox One. EDF 2017 is Xbox One compatible. I'm happy about that. Except for the fact that my Xbox One fan is still busted, so fuck. I waited how long to play Phantasy Star Online? Day it comes out, Xbox is broken! And then they're announcing, hey, we're going to be bringing a new Xbox out soon. So I'm like, well, I can't just buy a new Xbox One X then, can I? Because that'd be stupid, wouldn't it? So I'm just sitting here with my broken-ass Xbox, waiting for the Series X. In the meantime, Phantasy Star Online is finally there, and I can't fucking play it!
So, Decker, do you smell water?
Also, X Omega dropped $2 saying, one of the best reviewers online right here, thank you. Thank you very much.
Creed Nation.
I'm pretty sure they're referring to Creepy in that sentence.
Oh, you're the best, Decker. You're not. You're good. You're better than Nostalgia Critic. Listen, you are, according to me. I used to watch Nostalgia Critic, and then I discovered his humor is not as good as it used to be. Anyway. So, Creed Nation dropped the $1.99 saying, Decker, which one of your cats is your favorite?
Well, he has to make a choice.
You see, this is going to be difficult because Tara is my cat, and she's got my back the whole time. But if I don't say Dobby, he's going to be watching me in my sleep. And not only that, Dobby is my fiance's cat, and she'll be watching me in my sleep.
She already does that too.
I was about.
Also, there's back with the twins. They still have their cats, and there's a lot of them. But I don't really spend time over there, so I don't really interact with those cats anymore.
How about you just do a resounding
Koban
yes.
and Hunyon and Grey Mokin and Mister and Gingy and Velvets and Nene and Echo and Monroe. I feel like I'm forgetting someone.
You'll remember in the middle of the night, scream it during the middle of the night, and then go back to sleep.
And then, of course, there's also the dogs, Kuro, Kylie, and Dutch.
Yeah, I remember the doggies. Also, someone was like, the only people from Channel Awesome that aren't terrible people and have done great work is Felix and Lupa. Yeah, I agree. I'm still watching them.
There have been several people who were on Channel Awesome at one point or another, and their involvement with Channel Awesome is just kind of here and there. Technically, Guru Larry was part of Channel Awesome, but they never really had him involved in anything.
So was Mike Jeevens, but they were part of the English section of at Channel Awesome, which Mike Jeevens has actually talked about it, going, if you worked in the UK and you weren't in America, Channel Awesome never really, the Walker Brothers and everyone else didn't really pay attention to you because you're not, because crossovers would be harder and et cetera, and yeah. Anyway, let's talk about happy things.
Yes.
Bunnies.
I also remember that, although I feel like I got the better end of the stick because despite those problems, they still managed to be quite popular, and so when things started to get really bad at Channel Awesome, they just kind of backed away and they were fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched anything of Brandon Tenold? I think I have, but it was so long ago. I generally don't watch too many reviewers myself.
I feel that.
Linkara was/is awesome. I heard Linkara, even throughout a lot of the bad stuff going on at Channel Awesome, Linkara was one of the people who was trying to help people out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He left when everybody else did. He stuck around because he thought that everybody else was sticking around. And then he got, a call and was put in a Skype call, and everybody was just like, well, guess what? There was 20 or 30 of them all together in the call, and they were saying, guess what? We all kind of quit Channel Awesome at the same time, so And he was like, "Oh, well, I guess there's no reason for me to stick around anymore then, so I quit too."
Skype can handle 20 some odd people in a call.
I thought that was. I was surprised to hear that too. I just thought, wow.
I'm sorry. The story's important, but it's like that's the thing I focus on.
I know. That's understandable. Believe me, I get it. I was surprised by that too. But maybe it wasn't Skype. Maybe it was something different. But it was some message/chat system. They may not have been like. They may not have been a like audio or visual call. It may have just been people texting together though. So
yeah. I was gonna say there is that one that a lot of gamers use. It's kind of like Discord, but it was way before Discord.
Oh god, I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of the name.
It costs money to really make a server and everything.
TeamSpeak.
That one.
I did not hear what you said. Sorry.
TeamSpeak.
Oh. Anyway.
Oh.
I don't have the booming. I mean, this is a pretty echoey house, but you know. I don't know if you know this about my summer special shouts, but I have always put them through an audio editor. I add echo that isn't there. I change the pitch. I lower it. I don't actually have that low or that echoey of a voice.
I'm so sorry, Decker.
Sad.
It's okay, Decker.
So
okay.
How do I know if my joke was the same as other people's? Generally, I've just become very comfortable with myself, and I'm like, you know what? If my joke's the same, screw it.
Yeah.
If I think of the same thing as someone else, then it's obviously something that a lot of people think of, and that's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah.
I do remember I was told there was a comment on my Prometheus review on the whole with the congratulations, Reg, it's a squid, where someone was accusing me of ripping that off from Film Brain. But the thing was, I actually, on Blip, 2 months prior to when it was on YouTube, it was up on my Blip channel. I still had one at the time. And so I had actually put out my review of Prometheus before Film Brain put out his. I was being accused of ripping off a joke from Film Brains, and I was like, no, but also at the same time, I don't think let's just put this out here right now, I don't think he ripped off of me. It's an obvious joke to make.
I was about to say, that's, if you were raised with that movie, or you watch that movie a lot, you remember that line, and it's a meme!
Yeah.
It's a meme! Also, we have the French-Canadian Wolfman donating $5 Canadian. Ooh, excuse me. Saying, Decker, would you rather get redacted or wear an I Love the Predator t-shirt?
Well, you see, I can wear the I Love the Predator t-shirt ironically. Getting redacted ironically is just as bad.
Yeah.
Redacted ironic anyway.
It's actually the flu.
Oh, goddamn. Is there on a respirator? It's just the flu, bro.
It's just a cold.
Can I review Warcraft? I thought I already did.
I was about to say, I don't speak Orcish. I don't think any of my characters. No, I have one character in D&D that speaks
Orcish warrior, here to sue.
Thank you, Decker.
Also, in Decker's case, it can be hard to tell whether Decker has the flu or whether it's just possessed.
Nah. Also, Marisol J, a new channel member. Welcome.
Congratulations.
We do.
Congratulations.
Well, or at least I do. I do spooky story readings every month in the channel members side on the community tab, so you can check that out. Also, I used to do riffs, but they got too many copyright claims over bullshit. So
you could just review
during this stream. I got a copyright claim over a public domain movie from a company that clearly has no claim to make on anything of that. But
Decker, you could do a review of a cartoon that you drew yourself with your own 2 hands.
Yeah.
And you would get a claim myself.
I remember like one of my very old videos, like way back when, where it was just, everyone who has a YouTube channel and you just start out, the first couple of months are the very awkward videos where it's just uploading whatever the hell you have recorded. And
Yes.
I had a video that was literally just me exhausted and just kind of ranting a bit about just general life and crap going on. And that got
so-and-so
claimed
fanboy.
by some music company, and there was like, there's no music. There's not even cars going by playing music. There's nothing. It's just me hating things.
Isn't one of your old ones like I'm not a so-and-so fanboy or something like that?
No, it was Please Stop that was Please Stop Calling Me Fanboy. That's not the one I was talking about, though. I think Crazy Exhausted Rant was the one. But that was just, I had the one video where I was extremely critical of the PlayStation 3 and the choice to include Blu-ray, and I got a lot of crap for that one that I wasn't really prepared for, because it actually, I submitted it on Screw Attack, and it was actually picked for a Submission Sunday. So it got a ton of views really fast, and I got a lot. I got a lot of not. Well, I mean, I wouldn't call it hate as much as just a lot of people who absolutely detested everything I had to say and wanted to tell me every way in which I was incorrect.
Oh yeah, I had a video with that once.
So that video, the original video, I don't regret as much as the Please Stop Calling Me Fanboy video, because that was just, it didn't matter.
Yeah. Creed Nation dropped 1999 in 9 easy payments. Here are the MJ songs that will be in the sequel to Cats. Thriller, I Want You Back, /ABC Bad, Unbreakable, Gone Too Soon, Smooth Criminal, PYT, You Are Not Alone, Man in the Mirror, and You Rock My World. I'm Quasi.
I will watch this movie and I will review it 20 times.
Because you have nothing else to review, because you cannot
all
go
summer
get
long.
movies.
It's not essential to send me my movie, so all I have is Cats for all the summer.
What was it you were planning to do instead of the other thing that we were doing, Decker?
Questioning my life choices?
Right.
Oh,
right.
no, 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 no! Score porn!
That's torture porn, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, but I like the alliteration of gore porn.
It is very nice. It rolls off the tongue.
Exactly. Anyway, the French-Canadian Wolfman donated $2 and goes, "Am I the only one who loves the Resident Evil films?"
Oh god, Demon
Yes.
Orc on Twitch is just like, no! Fucking Saw! Damn it! I hate that series!
At least he's not doing Hostel.
Oh god.
Let's see. Again, the French-Canadian Wolfman, am I the only one who loves the Resident Evil films? Yes.
Okay. I saw the first two, and that was enough for me, and then it just kept going.
Yeah.
Anthony Watson donated $5 and said, "Hey Decker, and when is your next crossover review, and what will it be?"
Next review should hopefully be in early May. Next crossover review will be in early May. That is the plan. Shit, do I have it?
And unless cows
I should
fly.
have it, shouldn't I? I gotta have to say about... Damn it, is it essential? Creepy?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can... Jeez, did I not get it? Let me check.
Make sure that you got it before you do this, okay?
Let's see.
You guys get to look behind the kimono and see what's going on over when they do crossover videos now. Well, the Fast and the Furious series wasn't too bad. Okay, it was bad. Okay.
Okay,
It was
it's not
kind of
telling me that I got this, so I'm like, oh shit. Let's see, in stock. Okay, let's add that to cart. Jesus Christ, why is it $20? For $20 for the... I paid like $10 for the 7 Saw movies.
Yeah, because Saw is an old movie.
This is older! It's one movie! It's not considered good! Okay.
Epic Jason X9000 donated. Said is not donating. Said Saw is way better than Hostel. Hostel is just gore for the sake of gore. True. And while Saw at least has a plot, true.
Okay, say I'll get it
Character
May
development.
3rd.
Semi-true. And a pretty decent villain thanks to Tobin
Why did
Bell.
I forget
Again.
that? Why am I so stupid? That's what I want to know. Explain my idiocy.
I'm not touching that one. Although I will add, I have heard that the Resident Evil OVA movies that came out of Japan, known as Biohazard, those are supposed to be really good. They are. Yeah, I have been meaning to watch those. I have not watched those yet, but I've been meaning to.
I've seen them and they're good. Leon, voiced by Matt Mercer. Creed Nation Goes to Cat sequel will happen when I get copyright from the Jackson estate and Andrew Lloyd Webber's blessing. It will also be it will only be a movie, not a play. Here's the problem with that, Creed Nation. Not that I actually personally know Andrew Lloyd Webber, but I know about Andrew Lloyd Webber and his infamy when it comes to movie renditions of any of his IPs. It's a nightmare and he's a dick.
Well, I was just thinking that it would find its way to become a play sooner or later. I mean, Evil Dead became a musical on stage.
So did Alien, but that was done by high schoolers. Never mind.
So did War of the Worlds, and it's actually really good from what I hear.
Oh! There's a rendition of War of the Worlds which has this music done by oh crap! There's this. It's awesome. And
Timothy Eckhoff says it will be called Dogs, and I was thinking, and I just saw every disturbing dance you can come up with. I can think of a few for dogs.
Decker, you cut out on me. What
Good.
did you say? Oh God, the voice came in creepy when I heard that.
Yeah, you're starting to break up. Now you sound creepier.
Also,
so are you, creepy.
Oh darn.
Well, there we go. We're having a good day.
We are. We really are.
Demon Orc says, hated Midnight Meat Train, I hate Wrong Turn, Hostel, and Saw, just torture porn in general.
Someone say something about porn? That's how you summoned me. Yeah, the laptop is going, screw you, so no face for a while. I'm sorry about that.
Fun.
My potato is trying to kill itself.
Sad.
Aww.
Devin Cooper says you should review Redacted Zombies.
Isn't that a plan?
Maybe, but it's... YouTube being YouTube. I don't know what they want from me. Well, actually, I do. They want me gone.
No, YouTube wants your soul. It's nothing that deep.
It's always difficult trying to deal with YouTube's rules and new rules and reinterpreted rules.
Tell me about it. Right now, I'm sunken and exasperated. Ugh. Because, when...
Timothy Eckhoff asks, any games I should try for the PS4 that I just got on Monday? I don't know if I should say EDF because it seems like I'm the only one who loves it as much as I do.
Becker, I swear if you say EDF one more time, I'm going to call Nintendo and somehow figure out a way to make you stop saying EDF. I don't know.
It's made by Sandblot. It's distributed by D3 Publisher.
I'd like to point out...
It's on PS4 and PC.
I have the original EDF. The original.
That's not the same series. It's not.
That's not? That's not?
I know it's called Super EDF for the Super Nintendo.
You know of the game.
But it is not developed by any of the same people, even though it is EDF, it does stand for Earth Defense Force. It is not even... That's the only connection it has. None of the same people, none of the same ideas.
Fine. It's in name only.
Yeah.
Never mind. I will find Sandlot, and I will ask them to come to your house, and just... I don't know.
I sent Sandlot an email, and I was like, hey guys, could you put this game on Switch? It'd be nice.
And they said no.
They said that's up to the publisher.
Oh,
I was
now
like,
you gotta mail the publisher. Yes, creepy. Show your legs. Distract everyone by showing your legs.
Okay. Here we go. Legs.
Okay. Exomega dropped $10 saying, your cyberstalking review still makes me laugh. Will you ever do a calendar where Creepy dresses as iconic horror icons and Decker Shadow is the lead damsel in distress? I know. I'm a weirdo. Major weirdo.
Decker, that could make a lot of money. Cosplay calendars make money.
I'm thinking about this. I'm like, this could work. We could do this.
You need 12 horror icons, and also, should you do Michael Myers on October?
I mean, that's the obvious.
Well, would we integrate Wheelchair Myers into that one though?
Yes.
Wheelchair Myers is famous at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wheelchair Myers is. I was like, Black Christmas doesn't really have a Black Christmas does have a horror is a horror movie and has a killer, but I don't know if you're doing the 1970s one, which is the better one. Don't know if the horror guy would be as iconic as if you did the remake, not the new remake, the other.
I'm still trying to think of PlayStation 4 games like.
What would we use for Thanksgiving? What was the name of that Thanksgiving horror movie that you reviewed?
Thanksgiving.
We don't speak of that.
With turkey.
Is there what about September? Is there a Labor Day? Well, there's Evil Bong, and Labor Day is mostly known nowadays for getting stoned. So one of us could dress up as the Evil Bong.
I mean, if you did Christmas, you could do Killer Santa or Jack Frost for December. I'm an idiot. I went too deep. Too deep.
I would go with the Killer Santa. It's a classic. Yeah.
You got to do Killer Clowns from Outer Space somewhere.
Creed Nation dropped $4.99 saying the Cat sequel will be a sequel to the 1998 film, not the 2019 film. The singers and dancers will be in real cat costumes, not CGI body fur.
God, Idris Elba, how did you make him look even more naked and make him so unappealing? I'm sorry.
Let's see. For Christmas, we've got Killer Santa. For November, we've got Thanksgiving. For October, that's obvious. September, I guess, Evil Bong.
No, you got to do Evil Bong in April because of 420.
Oh, okay. Then
April is Easter. You got... Well, the Critters too, or which Critters takes place in Easter? I can't remember. I know it's the one I saw, but I can't remember what it was because I didn't see the title.
Decker, breathe.
Ah!
Don't make me show you the gift that helps me with my breathing.
Wasn't there a horror movie that focused on Ostara, which is like the pagan, which is neo-pagan Easter? So, what was?
I know there's a horror movie based around the 4th of July. Thank you, Dead Meat.
Okay. So we've got July covered.
Yay.
So what about September then? Is there a horror movie that revolves around Labor Day?
I was trying to figure out, you could do because of the warm autumn tones, you could do Freddy Krueger. He wears a sweater. We gotta put him in the cooler months.
Okay.
He was on fire.
Hence the warm autumn tones. The warm autumn tones are the fire. I'm getting a little too artistic with this. I got it.
I mean, we gotta put him. She's right. We gotta put him somewhere. So yeah, September, Freddy Krueger. August
could be Friday the 13th.
Where would you put the Djinn from Wishmaster?
January, wait. Oh, February. You could do the Miner from Valentine's Day.
True. Or what's the Cupid killer from My Bloody Valentine? The name of him?
Oh yeah, that's the one. My Bloody Valentine is the Valentine's Day one.
Right.
That's the one with the Miner in it.
Yeah, that's February. Yeah. Like, what do we got for well, you had one for July, so we need either June or August is going to be Friday the 13th. So
The only problem is with the I'm wondering if the 4th of
Iron
July
Baron
one.
says that Decker could cosplay as Samara from The Ring.
Well, that's too easy. Flip your hair, Decker. Done.
I need to get a dirty white dress. By the way, who else smells that water?
I think Decker's slowly becoming Samara. Decker, look down. Are you wearing a dirty white dress?
Decker, do you still have a penis? Well, I mean, if you
No, but that doesn't have anything to do with this.
There was an incident with the wood chipper.
Don't even joke. Don't even make.
Oh, you could do the thing in January.
That's true. That's true. It's cold, so yeah, the thing in January. So I guess I'm dressing up as the thing, and Decker is dressing up as whichever character from the thing doesn't live, like everybody. So yeah.
None of them live. They all die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a $2 donation from Kinky Dora. You can't escape Mr. High Flyers. Huh?
Kinky Dora. Like King Ghidorah?
Like King Ghidorah, but Kinky Dora. And their icon is a derpy King Ghidorah face.
I
Okay,
love that.
you get 2 points for the wordplay in your name. You would see my thumbs up, but my camera died.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Hudock says, you hear a phone call and heard Decker's voice. 7 copyright strikes.
Only 7?
I'm up to, like, 14 right now in the...
Claims, not strikes, not strikes.
Oh, yeah.
Claims.
Claims, but I was checking my my YouTube dashboard. I think I'm on 14 recent claims.
Exomega donated $2 and said, Decker, please
14.
climb through my monitor.
Please what?
Climb through my monitor.
Oh, okay.
You could do Leprechaun in March.
I'm afraid climbing through your monitor would be in violation of social distancing.
Also,
True.
it would be in violation of your warranty on your monitor. If you put a warranty on your monitor, Mom, get the warranty.
And the laws of physics, I guess. It would probably violate a few of those.
Well, that's obvious. I wonder what month Candyman would be in. Well, we can't do Halloween. That's been taken. Is someone writing these down?
Wasn't Candyman supposed to be like a spring kind of guy, like April or May? Yeah.
So we can put him in the spring months.
I think
He has
May works.
he has bees inside of him, and bees are more of a springtime sort of thing. So I would.
Bees.
Decker,
What?
Nicolas Cage has possessed you.
So not the bees?
Not the bees.
Bees, dear Neil.
Oh boy.
Jason, at Decker Shadow, X Jason 9000 goes, Epic Jason 9000, X 9000.
Epic
goes,
Jason X9000.
Thank you. Jason would be in June since his birthday is on June 13th. Plus, Camp Crystal Lake is located in New Jersey.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
at least there is a Crystal Lake in New Jersey.
There's a Crystal Lake in Florida. I told you about this, right? Oh, okay. So
yeah, but that one has alligators in it. I'm not going skinny dipping.
No, but there's a Crystal Lake in Florida, and the guy who owns Crystal Lake and like these buildings that are around Crystal Lake, his truck is covered with Jason Voorhees on it, and has like the Friday the 13th, but advertising Crystal Lake, and has his information and everything on it. And I'm like, he does big Halloween parties that are around Crystal Lake.
Although I will say that actually is a very smart business.
It is a great business model. There's also an Elm Street, but they don't do anything for Halloween, which I like.
I want to say that when I was 21 years old,
Excuse me.
I found a Jason Voorhees street. I am not kidding. I want to say that it was somewhere in Mississippi. I was driving around with a friend of mine. We were trying to find a comic book shop, and we drove by a Jason Voorhees street. And I did a double take the whole time. I was like, I looked and I looked again and I looked a third time because I was, wow, I cannot believe that that's an actual street.
I also know that the guy who handles the storage unit place that my mom uses, his name is Jason, his last name is Voorhees. And I go, Question. Yes, he knows, and no, it wasn't because of that. Okay, fine.
So Timothy Eckhoff asks, what was your very first review? Now, if we want to go episode 1 of the Deck of Shadow reviews, that would be Predator 2. If we want to go first review on the channel
Alien.
ever, that would be Alien. If you want to go first time I ever sat down and said, the fuck?
Beastmaster?
Beastmaster. When I was very, very young.
I was about to say, as you can tell, I have a playlist dedicated to Decker, Creepy, as a couple of other YouTubers, and I just watch it when I'm bored or
So
depressed.
it was a thing, like, growing up. My father, no secrets around here, not the best childhood. Father, pretty insane. And he showed me Beastmaster, specifically the part where the weird bird creature things fucking eat people.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, and you better be good, because that right there, that's what hell is. That's what happens if you're bad. You go to hell, and that is where you are. And I'm just there as this little ass kid watching this thing, and I'm just like, but then he's already dead, right? Like, I mean, you can't die again. I mean, does he just come back the next day? It's really more of an inconvenience than anything, right?
I wonder if it's like the rule of the Prometheus rule, where guy gave fire to man, Prometheus now chained onto rock, liver gets eaten, and every day every night his liver grows back and it gets eaten again.
Delivery estimate update. What are you talking about? Please tell me I'm getting this before frickin' June.
Oh, you're gonna.
Oh
let's
yes,
see.
some mish.
Phantasm should be in September. Decker is the tall man, and Creepy is a lurker.
They're like, hey, yeah, your Herbal Essences long-term relationship shampoo and conditioner, yeah, it'll take a while longer. I'm like, I need it now!
Just learn how to make soap.
I'm not about to gut some animals and find some seashells and smash them up.
You haven't gotten to that level of insanity yet, have you?
Oh, I'm telling you.
Now, see, it's a branching path. He went this way, the soap making's the other way.
Epic Jason X9000 says, also, if you take Part 8 into consideration, it would make sense for Camp Crystal Lake to be located in New Jersey, since it's closer to Manhattan.
True.
Bad New Jersey. Bad!
Although I do remember that watching the first Friday the 13th movie, I think I pointed out to you that when they drive past that cemetery, it has New Jersey on the sign. So, yeah.
Also, New Jersey isn't really that big of a city area. It's mostly cattle.
No, I meant New Jersey is in the so.
New Jersey, the state, actually, I think, for its landmass, has the largest percentage of its surface area paved over versus any other state.
I thought I used to have a lot of cow. Because where did the Jersey cow come from? I am not Googling where the Jersey cow came from.
The moniker of the Garden State is actually pretty apt because it is very fertile land. It's just all paved over.
Everyone break the land. Break the land.
Break. All of you people in New Jersey, get your pitch hammers. Pitch hammers?
I'm sorry, but whenever it comes up, my brain will inevitably start thinking about Action Park. Even though I've never been to Action Park, I still think of all the insane stories I've heard about Action Park.
Did you ever watch the Defunct Land video about Action Park?
I may have, yeah.
It's interesting. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it's like most of the accidents were due to poorly trained teenagers and mostly people not speaking English as their first language, mostly Polish or Spanish. So
yeah, it was largely just due to negligence. There was zero on-the-job training or anything like that. You were basically just thrown in the fire.
It's kind of like YouTube's human reviewers.
Yeah.
Say if the videos are okay or not. Based on what? Just say it!
And then we had of course, I think everybody who's ever heard of Action Park knows about the looping water slide, that
they actually have to
apparently it was so unsafe that it decapitated a stunt dummy. Like they were testing it out, and they put a human dummy down it just to see if it would work, and the dummy's head was decapitated.
Which is weird because when Action Park got bought and was actually reopened again, not recently, but like a while back, they actually wanted to do a loop-to-loop water slide, but actually have engineers and science people to see if it was possible. And they go, "Oh, it's possible if you put this human at this weight and this height in this cage, and then push it down.
Yeah.
Then it's safe. Don't do it."
The funny thing about it is that honestly, the loop-to-loop slide isn't even the craziest thing that I've heard people describe. The thing that got to me was there was like this some kind of slide, but it was concrete, and you were supposed to like roller skate kind of down it, but they didn't have like any pads or helmets or anything. And apparently these, like whatever it was that you used to roll down them, apparently they were not well constructed at all. Like they were very flimsy. So more often than not, people fell off, but way before they got to the bottom, and they would like roll for several feet on hot concrete, tearing skin off of their bodies and probably suffering some head injuries too. And then they had to try and get up and get off the slide before the next person came down because they were still sending people down.
Oh, there was also this one game/ride thing where you drive around in this little, very hot metal tank thing.
Yeah.
And it had the diesel fumes where you would get hit with it. But also, outside of that ride, you could pay money to shoot baseballs out with a cannon at them, and they actually would pay little bit extra money for teenagers to go in there to get the baseballs out and risk getting pelted by baseballs powered by air.
There was also the swimming hole that was filled with snakes.
And there was the go-karts, which they found out you could break the limiter on it by stuffing a tennis ball in it.
So it made it go faster. So the go-karts were only.
And me swearing too much in my YouTube videos is dangerous?
Yeah.
There's the there was the luge ride, which you could sit in, and you slid down this hill. People with newborns, infants, in the parents' lap as they slide down this thing.
That may have been what I was talking about. That may have been the concrete slide thing. It may have been the luge ride. Yeah, that may have been it. Yeah, that thing I heard stories about that, and I was just like, oh my god, that is horrific. But what else? Oh, the wave pool.
Oh god, the wave pool of death.
Yeah, the wave pool. Like they had
I heard horror stories about many a wave pool.
Yeah, like apparently most people in New Jersey were like used to swimming in the ocean because New Jersey is not a very big state, and it's more
peninsula.
Like this. Yeah, it's more of a peninsula. So getting to a beach is not as hard as say Mississippi or Texas. But
I wouldn't call it a peninsula, personally.
Yeah, well, comparatively, okay. I mean, like it's more of a small strip of land compared to
It's a strip of land by the coast. It's a coastal state.
It's a coastal state, fine, okay. But most people in New Jersey were used to swimming in saltwater, which is actually more buoyant and is easier to stay afloat in than freshwater, where you're more sink. Apparently, like even though some people were actually pretty good swimmers, they weren't used to swimming in not in freshwater. So when they got into this wave pool, and the waves were apparently way higher than they were supposed to be, like legally allowed to be, they would like knock people over, and they I think like they said the average teenage lifeguard would save maybe one person's life, like in 3 months, like per summer, they might save 1 to 2 people from drowning. On average, a lifeguard in action watching the wave pool would save up to anywhere from 30 to 60. So, like, they saved a person from drowning every 1 to 3 days.
And then there was the river.
We got a $5 super chat donated from Doc Snake with no comment. Thank you very much. Also, Toby Kirkby saying, we are miles off the reservation. Focus, people! Focus!
About the topless swinging.
But we've been talking about it for a while.
But,
Okay.
but the water was so cold it would make people go into shock and nearly drown them. Okay, there, I said it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fun. Well, I mean, that's not fun, but
Yeah. Anyway. What were we
Decker is
talking about before then?
Pin-up calendars.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about getting Decker impersonating horror icons, getting naked, and in compromising positions with me.
so
I say this to the man that has the Markiplier tasteful nudes calendar still hanging
it was
somewhere in the back.
signed by Markiplier. Thank you very much. It is a collector's
Therefore,
item.
I was about to say, therefore, it is collectible and very valuable.
The more subscribers Markiplier gets, the more valuable his nudes become.
I actually almost bought the. Okay, so there's a Rooster Teeth, Gus Sorolla, the guy who's the head of it. He actually did do a tasteful nude calendar as well, and I was tempted to buy it if my PayPal wasn't empty. It's the first pages of him naked on a bearskin rug. A classic.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Anyway,
Will you live stream Doom Eternal? I still don't actually have Doom Eternal. I've been playing too much EDF, and I'm like, I must get the platinum. I must get the platinum trophy. Even
Decker
if
will
it
be like
kills
this for
me.
the next 20,000 years.
I put like 500 hours into EDF 5. I may as well get the damn platinum trophy at some point.
How many days that equals?
A few. EDF 5 also
20.8
only counts the time that you're actually spending in missions. It doesn't count the time you're in menus.
20.83333 repeating days.
It's like a month straight, just doing nothing but playing
And
EDF.
this was before redacted.
When you hit 1 million, shave all your hair.
No! No!
I don't think so.
Grabs his head. No!
Like off my butt? I'll
You
do
can
that.
do that.
I will shave my butt at 1 million.
Isn't it like, what was the band? ZZ Top was offered like so much money by this shampoo company to shave your beard, shave their beards, and they said no. Anyway,
There's a guy who got electrocuted on the kayak. Ah, jeez.
Ouch.
what's the kayak?
It's the one that electrocutes you, I guess.
I guess.
It's
just
like a
talk
bug
about-
zapper for people.
Patricia's not here. Patricia had some personal issues to deal with, Lone Dragon.
Yeah.
But yeah. We're a little past 2 hours now.
Yeah, and we've talked about nothing.
Yeah. It's been
I
fun.
mean,
It's been
yeah.
enjoyable. It's been a nice little stream. Just a calm, chillaxing stream.
That's true.
But yeah. Should probably think about something. I don't know. What are we thinking
Oh, the
about?
kayak ride friend.
No, don't think about the kayak ride.
Oh, fine. I won't think about zappy things. Zap, 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 zap. Mr. Shocky Stick.
Soon the pretty zaps will be zapping. Zap.
I'm gonna go for some beer. I'll be back. I still gotta finish making my beer.
Don't go outside unless you go through the UV lights of sterility.
I've had that beer for a while. It's been sitting in those bottles now for a long time.
You were supposed to be drinking it during last week's Stephen King drink.
No, it wasn't ready yet. I had it takes a while to make beer. I've got that sitting over there. It's in 2 days. I'm supposed to take one bottle and put it in the fridge, and then wait 2 more days, and then I can drink that and see, is it a good beer? If so, I can put the rest of the bottles in the fridge and wait another 2 days, and then I can have the other bottles, all of them, all at once. 20 servings of beer. 32-ounce bottles. 320 ounces of beer.
Take one down, pass it around.
I believe that Decker would try and do the very thing he just pantomimed.
Decker, no, you're too young. Don't do keg stands.
Ah.
No, you're too old. Don't do kickstand. How is too old for a kickstand? Once you leave college, my friend.
Yeah,
What if you've never been?
there is
Then
still a
I mean,
point.
I'll go to college if it means I can do some keggy stands.
I just imagine it. So, Mr. Decker
How do you
Shadow.
do, fellow children?
Mr. Decker Shadow, why do you wish to come to our esteemed college? I want to do a kickstand.
Good enough. We've heard dumber reasons than that. Good enough.
Decker, are you going
Approved.
to drink the Kinky Pink next drinking game instead of Creepy? If I can find some Kinky Pink.
I found it at a liquor store, so
You should try Red Flemish Sour Ales, says X Omega for $2.
I don't want red phlegm that's sour.
I'm not familiar with Red Flemish. I could go to Specs, see if they got it. Well, I mean, eventually. I can't go there right now. But
Day 23 in the Big Brother house. Decker smells water. Oh, sorry, I didn't do it in the right voice. Day 23 in the Big Brother house. Decker smells water. Actually, it's been more than 23 days. Oh, crap. I lost count.
oh,
I'm
Oh,
imagining like, do you think there would ever be like a YouTube celebrity edition of Big Brother?
Yeah.
They get like big name YouTubers and they get them to be in the Big Brother house for how long is it usually? Like, what's
A
the
month, I think.
Yeah, because I remember there was a controversy like when they just let the people in the Big Brother house out, and they had any contact with the outside world, and none of them knew about redacted the whole time.
You would think they would keep them in the house beyond redacted. I don't know, because like I remember when Amazing Race, which is from the same the channel as Big Brother, they did a quote unquote internet celebrity edition version, and I'm like, I don't know any of these people except for that one team, and that team because Tumblr loves that guy. So it's
Actually, you know what? That would make an interesting premise for a horror movie. A bunch of people are locked into a bunker, a house, whatever, and like for X number of days with no contact with the outside world. And then like when they there's like a time lock. It's got like automated security, so there's a time lock. When it automatically unlocks and the show's over and they walk out, the zombie apocalypse has occurred.
Oh, that's a movie. That's a movie. That's actually a movie.
Oh, that's actually a movie?
An English horror movie. Yeah, one of the channels that does horror movie reviews that isn't Decker. I'm sorry, Decker. I'm cheating on you. did a review about that movie, talking about how interesting it was.
I was thinking, like, rather than zombie apocalypse, just like Armageddon, like nuclear war, everything's gone.
Oh.
Do you remember what the name of the movie was, Kat?
I'll have to do a little bit of research on my end to figure it out, but yeah, it was like they were doing the Big Brother show and everything, and like the producers were still filming it and acting like nothing has happened to tell the people what was going on. And then when they finally broke out, they find out, oh, this is what these people thought about me while the Big Brother show was still filming, aka the girl who was the quote unquote bitch was like, they think I'm a bitch. But the zombie apocalypse was still out there, and it was an interesting movie concept that I actually want to see, and I want Decker to review it. What was it called? Someone said,
or hell
Dead Set?
invasion on Earth. Ooh, alien invasion or hell invading, all kinds of interesting potential.
Toby Kirkby is the movie I'm talking about called Dead Set.
Ooh,
Okay, thank you. It is Dead Set. Dead Set. It's by the writer of Black Mirror.
Oh, okay.
Creepy's not looking it up.
There's a Dead Set television series.
No, that's not it.
But yeah.
Oh no! Big Dark Necrosis.
Oh no, here we go.
Big Brother YouTube Reviewer Edition, Decker Shadow, Creepy, Nostalgia Critic, Cinema Star, Brendan Told, etc. I don't know how I'd feel about that.
Marisol J says that they should remake Soylent Green. I gotta ask, the movie or the snack food?
The movie. Because I'm still not over.
I'm hungry.
I'm still not over that there is a drink that has all the nutrition and healthy benefits, and it's called Soylent. And I'm like,
Well, yeah.
either that's the best research idea ever,
Or the worst.
yeah, because I'm like Soylent Green is people.
Although I, in regards to the earlier comment, although I am imagining Decker and I in the same Big Brother house as the nostalgia critic, and that at some point after boredom has set in, Decker and I just look at each other and go, okay, here's the challenge, just between the two of us. Which one of us can make him crack first?
I would think
I don't know. I feel like by day 2, he's already just...
I would think it would be like, okay, here's the deal. First one to get the tie off Nostalgia Critic and keep it as a trophy wins.
I mean, give me a challenge. Have you wig, okay? I can break this guy in half without trying.
Clip that. I'm kidding.
Oh, boy.
I mean, like, all I need for Decker to do is, okay, Decker, go stand in front of the nostalgia critic, drop your pants, he'll feel inadequate, and then I'll come up from behind.
Wait, hold on. Decker has to drop his pants.
Yeah?
I'm the bigger of the two. I have to be the one to grab him from behind.
Valid point.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God.
But, yeah.
I don't know what I don't know. The nostalgia critic comes up and I turn into a complete asshole.
It's just like, and then you would have like reviewers there that might be super pop. Like if it's just YouTube reviewers, I should be fine. But if it was like YouTube in general, and then you have all these beauty bloggers and life vloggers, I'm like, I know none of you. Why should I watch? Oh, there's Decker and Creepy. Hi.
Darth Necrosis says, I can see Decker, Creepy, and Brandon arguing over Godzilla movies.
That's
Oh,
true.
no.
That's true.
Day 3 of the Big Brother house. Decker, Creepy, and Brayden are still arguing over Godzilla movies. It's been 3 days.
Finally, everyone is just like, let me out! I don't care about the money.
I don't want to hear.
From them.
I don't want to hear Decker's review and explanation about the movie The Stuff.
X Omega dropped $2 saying, Naughty Nurses was a weird, I think, Thai horror? Taiwanese.
Taiwanese horror. It sounds like when you order Thai food and a finger comes into it instead of roasted peanuts.
Ew.
The roasted peanuts.
I'm still hungry. I still don't have my Soylent.
Decker, we're not sponsored by Soylent. And
I want Soylent sponsor.
Do you know Soylent costs like $40 a pop?
Well, yeah, it's... You know what it's made of.
People, yes.
Yeah, it's hard to cover that up. It costs money.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Cloverfield Monster or Godzilla? Which Godzilla? Like which era?
Like American Godzilla? Or the new American Godzilla? Or Godzilla from the planet Godzilla? Like...
That you're not over?
I am never over that Godzilla. It's just like, hi, I exist and I'm enormous.
Ah!
It's like, just leave the planet. Just...
He can't leave the planet. He's enormous.
No, the people, they don't gotta be. They just leave the planet to Godzilla. What's he gonna do?
The sequel, I think they're on another planet.
What's he gonna do? Eat the moon? Is he gonna break the moon? Is he gonna fuck up the world so bad that he breaks the moon?
Can we not talk about Devil Baby Cry? Racket.
Devil Man.
Devilman or the animation Devilman Crybaby.
Which I tried to watch, and I felt so depressed while watching.
Yeah, that's what it does to you.
Because everyone on Tumblr, okay, I admit it, I'm on Tumblr.
Especially if you're in a bad spot, do not watch Devilman.
Yeah, because like everyone on Tumblr was like, this anime's great, it's really awesome. I'm watching it going, that woman is naked and making donkey sounds.
Yeah, they do that. That's the easy part.
Yeah, the first half is easy. Then the second part, oh god, I want to die inside.
That was pretty much how Decker reacted to the movie. It's like when he says in the review that he kind of wants to crawl into a hole and die. He said that after he watched the movie, that was how it made him feel.
This is why I never watch shows or movies that make me depressed. Hence why I haven't watched Game of Thrones in a while. Ever since Drago died, I went into a complete depression.
Yeah.
He's too good looking. Why'd you kill the one good looking guy? Why?
Brandon Kilgore says, anyone watch Meat Canyon's Pinocchio? Devoured flesh to become a human boy. Then again, I eat lots of burgers. Does that count?
No.
No, that's not the same thing.
How about Soylent?
This video not sponsored by Soylent.
Thank you.
X Omega says the film is called Sick Nurses. I thought it's good. So, could be interesting.
Although I will say the idea of a Pinocchio killing people to try and become human, that does strike me as terrifying.
I remember there was a horror short film on one of the horror short film YouTube channels. I can't remember which one, but Dead Meats talked about it, where there was one called Geppetto or Pinocchio or something like that. Well,
I have to say that is a plus side to Bible Man. It makes me want to kill myself less than Devil Man.
Okay, there's one question I've been wanting to ask about Bible Man. Is that the one that involved the Wiccan Catholic schoolgirl?
I didn't watch enough Bible Man to know that.
Because I don't know why. I just have this weird memory in my childhood, or semi-childhood, maybe early teendom, where it was like late at night, there was some superhero in purple, I think, and there was a girl who went to a Catholic school, and she had a Wiccan pendant, and she actually was a witch, and the nuns were demons, and the spirits of this Wicca pendant were all like,
sounds
you must now
like
protect
Bible
this child.
Man.
Yeah!
It does sound like Bible Man, although I have to admit I am curious to see this episode now.
Because like the girl is like an orphan and she has this big old Wicca pendant of the pentagram or pentacle.
No. That was an episode of Nightman. That was an episode of Nightman. His outfit wasn't purple; it was sort of a dark gray, and he had a blue.
Okay, my brain must have thought purple. So it's about Nightman. Now I want to watch this to see if it's as crazy as I saw it as a child.
The name of the episode is Spellbound, for the record.
So Catholic schoolgirl, but she got a pentagram and she's a witch.
Well, there was also two other Catholic schoolgirls.
And the nuns are evil.
Well,
and the nuns are evil, yeah.
Yeah. There were two other Catholic schoolgirls, and they were Wiccans as well, but they weren't major. They didn't have the Wicca blood. Yeah, they didn't have magic.
Yeah.
She did. And the demon nuns wanted her power. And they were sexy demon nuns.
Yeah. This was an episode of Nightman, not Bible Man. Although I was actually very curious. I was like, if this is an episode of Nightman, then I want to see it. If this is an episode of Bible Man, then I want to see it. But yeah, no, that was an episode of Nightman.
Okay. But
now I want to watch that.
Is that the Jack Chick comic? Oh god. Oh my god, we're on a great topic now. All of a sudden.
Not the chick comments. I got a chick track. I told you how I got a chick track a while back, right?
No.
Marco Sama 747 about $5 saying, "Have you seen the trailer for the Onania Club, a movie from the director of Human Centipede?"
No, thank you.
Which is a better topic to talk about.
It's really interesting. No, at the sci-fi fair that I did selling art at, there was this woman and two of her kids walking around and passing out these little pamphlets. I thought it was a coupon book, so I didn't look until a lot later.
Oh.
Thinking, what?
That was disappointing.
Well, it's not as bad as the ones that look like money.
Yeah, no, and it's just like, I'm looking, thinking it was a coupon book, and I thought, I wonder if there's any local businesses that have coupons and I could, use it. No, chit track. I'm like, these things are still a thing?
Apparently so.
I told a friend.
I can remember finding these in church bathrooms. I am not kidding you. Like I would be in.
I mean, if you're already in the church, you
have
heard about Jesus.
I
The chance of, hey, have you heard the good words? Like, actually, yes, I heard about it quite a bit. That's all you kind of talk about in this building, actually.
That's why I'm in the bathroom, so I can take a break.
Exactly. Thank you. Okay,
I remember our youth pastor used to, because when you're a kid between K and 5th grade, you basically got to escape from church halfway through so you could actually play and learn a lesson, blah, blah, blah. When you hit 6th grade onwards, you have to stay through the whole dang sermon. And what the youth pastor liked to do was call out all the kids who would actually start trying to escape church who were 6th grade and be like, oh, I saw a lot of people going to the bathroom. A lot. You should have been staying in there learning about the Lord.
The good word makes me feel regular.
The good word is like fiber to me. Don't worry, I'm praising God while in the toilet.
Actually, there was a Mad TV sketch about that too.
Okay, I think we should change the subject.
Please change the channel. Why is it in the bathroom? Reading material? I was going to say emergency toilet paper. Although the pieces of paper are really small on a track.
Yeah, so there's not a lot to work with on that one. You're better off just using the toilet paper.
Oh
But
yeah,
I found
speaking
that
of toilet
too.
paper and such, they actually had that at the grocery store last time I went.
Oh my
yeah,
God,
same
what was
here.
that?
Yeah.
I got some new Bounty paper towels. So happy. I don't have to. I never ran out of those. So
You didn't have to rely on Fairy.
we still have a few rolls of toilet paper left. I didn't get any of the toilet paper because they didn't have my brand.
Oh my God, we're in a crisis. Don't be so picky.
If it's not Cottonelle, it's not going upon my anus.
Hashtag
Then again,
not
I'm using the
sponsored.
bidet, so it doesn't go on my anus anyway. But my fiance was like, "Really? They had toilet paper? You didn't get any because it wasn't Cottonelle."
I'm really on your fiance's side on this, dude.
Yeah. And you have a freaking bidet. What are you complaining?
Yeah, you're fancy.
Yeah. Your ass is experiencing a water massage. What are you
Your ass
Well-
experiencing more pleasure than anyone.
I still need to get toilet paper for my fiance's.
Aw.
Okay. Although, okay, now she just has every right. She has even more right to be mad at you now.
Because it wasn't the right brand. It wasn't my preferred brand, and I'm not even using it.
Yeah, and so you didn't bring it up because it wasn't your preferred brand. You didn't buy it for her to use.
Well, they only had, like, Charmin and Scott.
Oh my God, what's wrong with Scott? I use Scott.
Oh, Scott is the terrible one. Like, Charmin is at least half acceptable.
Charmin goes by too quickly. If you're in a house full of mostly women, it goes by way too quickly.
Cottonelle. That is top tier 3P, just saying.
And it's
Cottonelle.
expensive compared to Scott.
And
That
it's
is-
worth every penny.
Hashtag not sponsored.
And Marisol J says, "It's just paper, for heaven's sake."
No, it's not just paper. It's paper for your butt and other parts.
Yeah.
And your nose if you run out of tissue.
I'm the kind of guy to spend enough money to get himself a bidet. You know, I was getting the Cottonelle.
Are
Are you
humble bragging?
trying to impersonate
Hell
Christopher
yes.
Walken? Are you trying to impersonate Christopher Walken?
I didn't catch the last of that, creepy.
Are you impersonating Christopher Walken? Answer the question, Decker.
Oh, no.
While talking about toilet paper.
No, I'm just really, really on my high horse, made of
I've got
Cottonelle.
a fever, and the only prescription is more now.
Cinnamon Reaper Reviews just goes foolish mortals. I use the 3 seashells.
Ah!
Decker has yet to discover the secret of the 3 seashells.
It's easy. It's a scoop section. It's a scoop. You scoop. Scoop.
I think my
Oh,
favorite thing about that was how
The funny thing is, I actually had a nightmare, like, a few days prior of going to the grocery store and them having toilet paper, but no Cottonelle.
Decker can predict the future. What are my winning lotto numbers?
69.
Decker, there's more numbers to lotto than one number. You know this. I mean,
69 is one number. Is consisting of 2 numbers.
and it goes up to 70.
Mhm.
Or
All
100,
69.
So who out there has the lottery that is nothing but the number 69 on repeat?
You know there has to be at least one dude. There has to be like a college frat that like buy a
They're all
buy
laughing now, but they won't be laughing when I'm a multimillionaire.
69, 69, 69.
So,
27.
there's actually that would actually be terrible to play because you know there's several people out there who are betting that. So it would come up. You'd be like, I did it finally, and then you find out that there's another 500 people across the country that bet the same thing, and you got to split between that, and you're like, well, I got like $15,000.
Dark Necrosis
Got to
just
pay
said,
taxes on it now.
Dark Necrosis just said, that's okay. The twist is that Decker's bidet was designed by the same guys who designed Action Park, and is probably going to find out. Maybe that's why the water smell. Is it pelting tennis balls at you yet?
I think he's serious. I don't think this is him just putting on. I think he has gone to find out where that water smell has come from once and for all.
Oh, Jesus. So, Nightman. Someone was like, you should talk about Nightman. Okay,
It's
okay.
fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong.
I am far from convinced.
Same here.
It's perfectly fine, but and you're clean.
I think the Scat Man just possessed him.
Indeed. Oh boy.
Quit breaking Decker, people.
So.
How will Decker pay for the pay?
We should probably wrap this up.
Or,
Aw.
but talking about random things is fun.
Yeah, but it's come close to 2.5 hours. I don't know. I feel like this episode has kind of run its course. It was nice and relaxing and de-stressing. YouTubers
YouTube exists still.
for the time being.
Until
one day.
It lasted longer than we thought. In what way?
It's on like year 15. This is 15th year.
yeah.
I remember when they made such a big deal because it was 10 years old.
Yet they didn't make a big deal when it got 15.
Maybe they're waiting for. Like, I don't think TVs became a thing until.
Okay, Epic Jason X9000 says, Decker Shadow, please read this before you leave. Creepy, you were correct. They shot the original Friday the 13th at Film Camp Nobibosco in Hardwick, New Jersey. So, anyone who wonders where Friday the 13th takes place, it's New Jersey.
Well, the only problem is with that logic that any film that's filmed in Canada, yet it says it's New York.
Does whiskey count as beer? I would say no. Whiskey is a liquor. It is a distilled spirit.
Within a wooden barrel.
Oh, it is aged. It is cask aged. I don't own any casks to age any whiskey though. But if I did, you gotta be oak, and you gotta burn the inside to give that nice smoky flavor of smoke.
And then you also have to make sure the bunghole is nice and tight.
Of course, you don't need a leaking bunghole.
Never have a Lincoln bunghole.
Oh boy. Oh, my brain.
You have a brain?
Nah,
still have
but
a brain?
I there's things in here.
Yeah.
Kind of gooey.
I would recommend just taking a step outside your house, enjoy the sunlight.
Usually get my Simpsons references? Usually, but not this time.
Skittlebrow. Skittles.
Skittlebrow. I don't recognize. I don't remember. Was that which part? Was that like early or late? I don't know.
Creepy woman who won't show her face. I had my face and then my webcam died, Eugene.
Yeah.
So we gotta wait until May so you can see my face again.
See, I would send this one, except it's the only webcam I have.
Yeah, but you know how the transportation is going right now.
Oh yeah. I'll just put it in a bag and say that it's like ramen.
Ramen is not essential. Okay, to the average poor person it is, but I don't think the post office considers it essential.
They'll probably rip it open and then be disappointed.
They're like, webcam.
Or throw it in boiling water and try to eat it.
But it's a webcam. It's the only food we've gotten.
YouTube Simpsons monorail commercial for Does Whiskey Count as Beer? I remember the monorail episode, but I don't remember that part. Damn it.
It's not an anime girl pic, I'd like to point out. Thank you very much. It is a manga picture of an elf woman in the wonderful manga known as Dungeon Meshi, which is D&D the manga plus really, really good cooking. The food is so beautiful. Basically, it's this party going through this dungeon, and they kill the monsters and actually prepare them as food. And it's awesome. And there's a dwarf in it. And there is no creepy fan service except for the dwarf 2 times. But the skirt going up actually makes sense because the dragon waved its wings and then the skirt went up because of the air. It's not creepy.
Anyhow. That's the 2 things I like. Dungeons and Dragons and eating.
See, you'd like this manga.
Can I eat it?
The manga?
Yes.
Do you need fiber, Decker? Is this what you're trying to tell us?
Yes. Oh boy. But yeah.
Okay.
What kind of projects we got all coming up going on and stuff?
I have a very special Scooby review coming up, and I also have a DuckTales review. That's coming back. So, yay. Cat?
Cat has technically nothing because her video editor is broken, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I haven't recorded any gaming footage lately because I've been so busy working on the Creepy project. Woo!
Oh.
So, yeah, my video editor kind of decided to go, screw you, and now I'm trying to learn a new video editor, and it's not the same technique as my old video editor, and so I'm like, I need help.
Chris Lucio. I recognize that reference. I call the big one Bitey. Oh, boy. And me, nothing. I'm just sitting there playing EDF5 all day long. That's all I do anymore.
Oh, God.
Actually, I had the cheesesteak video went up on the gaming channel. Had a relatively good reception, despite how many people were absolutely terrified at me using that knife. Because
Me?
I am not trained in how to use a knife, though I am still confused. People saying, hey, you gotta curl your fingers back, so therefore it's your knuckle that is at risk instead of your fingertips. And I'm like, so instead of possibly cutting off my fingertips, I'll possibly cut off my finger at the knuckle.
No, you're not going to cut off your finger at the knuckle. It's just going to scrape your knuckle, not actually.
Well, I'm still cutting myself.
Decker.
I'm trying to figure out what's the gain.
I swear to God, Decker, I'm going to figure out a way to teleport myself to Texas and teach you how to freaking use a knife properly and explain the science behind it.
It's sharp cut, go in food, not hand. Done. Knives are designed to cut you. That is how I understand it. But nevertheless, I hardly know my way around a kitchen, but I am able to cook, and I had prepared a cheesesteak for the world to argue over whether or not it even counts as a cheesesteak.
It's a cheesesteak.
And it is up on the gaming channel.
Because food is a game to you.
Feline comrades asking me to play Doom Eternal on the gaming channel. I still do not have Doom Eternal, and I'm still trying to complete EDF 5. I want that platinum trophy so bad. And creepy, we still have to get through DLC Mission Pack 2.
That's true.
Which
We do.
is supposed to get even crazier. Like, ridiculously crazier. And there are a few things I know that are coming that I am worried about. Because there's going to be a lot of things. A hell of a lot of things. And other than that, I still have the final review of March of the Clowns, April of the Fools coming up. Joker. And after that, a lovely, lovely crossover is planned, as long as I can get the movie in time, which I should. Lovely, lovely crossover with that long-haired creepy guy. Yeah, it's not over there. I didn't buy it a second time, did I? No, I didn't.
I was going to say, if you did, then you should be able to cancel.
Just quickly cancel that. So I got things. I got all. Dobby knocks over all my. I try and put them on the desk over here, and then Dobby comes up and he's just like, knock it down. So I just got a pile of movies on the floor. I'm like, thanks, Dobby. And I pick it up and put it back on the desk, except he just comes over and knocks it down right away. So I put it on the shelf. He goes over to the shelf and he pulls it off the shelf.
Maybe Dobby wants to be on your YouTube channel and actually review a movie.
He's on the YouTube channel. He's the thumbnail.
I think he wants to review.
Yeah. Or he may just be a cat.
You know, that is also true, creepy, but let's be whimsical right now. We need whimsy in our lives. I need whimsy in my life. I'm going crazy here. I am actually looking like my icon slowly every day. People always ask me, why do you have that icon? Because it represents me way better than anything else.
Yeah, so I still need to get more content on the gaming channel, so yeah, getting another visual novel going might be fun. Maybe one that's not necessarily just about boning.
Hot Toyo Boyfriend, you'll enjoy it.
You want to play EDF once we're done here, Decker?
Well, Charlie's going to want to actually have some time spent together. It's a relationship thing.
We understand.
She expects me not to just stick her in the closet and then say bye. And she hates it when I do that.
You wouldn't get far. You don't get far.
No.
So yeah, I guess that about covers it. So.
Oh, someone recommended playing Catherine.
That's one thing Charlie wants to play.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I like it. Read some Sonic fan fiction. No.
No, that'll be on the monthly creepypastas. Sonic EXE.
Oh no, wait. Decker has done Doki Doki Literature Club, but have you done all the routes?
Most of them. But then things weren't working out, things weren't recording right, and I was like,
Monica is evil.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway.
And on that bombshell.
So, thank you all for joining us. I've been Decker Shadow.
I've been that long-haired creepy guy.
And I'm Kat.
And remember, you don't need topics as long as you won't shut up.
Yep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
See you later, foolish mortals.